All right, y'all. I know I'm late. I'm late. I know I'm late. And I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Here now. What's going on? It's your boy, Big Dog Sports, where sports and politics collide. I know I'm running late, but I'm here now. Tell me what y'all got going on. It's a lot to go going on in the sports world right now. We got preseason football. We got preseason college. We got UFC. We got Barclays. As you could tell, we got La Liga going on. Like it's a lot going on. And I'm so sorry for being late, but I had something come up that I had to do. And it took me a minute, but I'm here now. I'm here. So it's all things sports today, y'all. And we're going to have some 420 vibes going on in a second. Yes, yes, yes. We here. I'm just announcing myself to the world, the little Discord world. But yeah, we in here, man. We in here. Yo, Skywalker, what's going on, man? We got a lot. Well, I got a lot to get out today because there's a lot going on in the sports world today. You know, you could tell by my La Liga jersey and the dude who's on the back of it. I'll show you the dude who's on the back. You see that guy there? That guy there. You know what I'm saying? That guy. Because that guy there gets right. But yeah, we got a lot going on in the sports world right now, Skywalker. We could talk about Shiloh getting thrown out the game yesterday. Did you see that? You want to see my ass? Nah, I was trying to show you my back, but no. I don't know if people are familiar with Barcelona and all that. So, but anyway, yeah, we could talk about all type of stuff. Oh yeah, and shout out, it is Kobe Day, 8/24. You know, I meant to put that out there. I am want us to forget it is Kobe Day today. So shout out to Kobe. You know, we miss him. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Whoever want to talk about, it's a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. We got two big boxing fights coming up. Got the Canelo Bud fight in a couple of weeks. You got Jake Paul and Tank in November. That should be really good. Yeah, and we got all this college football going on right now. Got all the college football preseason going on, the NFL preseason wrapping up. I'd love to hear what y'all think. We could talk about Shador, talk about Dylan Gabriel. We could talk about, the debacle in Indianapolis with Anthony Richardson. Hell, we could talk tennis too, because you got the US Open going on right now. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm sorry for being late, but I had something I had to do real quick. Well, it wasn't real quick, but I had to do it. And we could always talk about the W. You know, W always works for me. But yeah, gonna get off 420 on. I ain't monetized, so I don't care about smoking on camera. So yeah, all bets is off. We chilling today. Yeah, we in here today. I know I'm late, and I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for being late. But yeah, it's sports and 420 today. Again, we got a lot going on. Preseason football, preseason college. I want to get into some fantasy too. So for anybody who know anything about like how to play fantasy or how to do fantasy, I'm open to that too. And yeah, we got the Premier League, we got La Liga, all that's going on at the same time. US Open. Yeah, so we could just get into whatever y'all want to talk about. Like it's a lot of stuff going on. Like NBA stuff, the Jaylen Brown father getting, murder charges for stabbing somebody. We could talk about that too. Like it's a lot. It's a lot going on. And I would like to hear your perspectives on all this stuff. But we could go story by story. Let's get into the Shador stuff first. There's a very interesting ESPN article on Shador Sanders. He's expecting to get a roster spot, and I'm expecting that he'll get a roster spot too. Let's just be honest, because it is Shador Sanders. He's had a really good preseason. You understand what I'm saying? And there's no way in hell that the Browns should let Shador walk at this point, especially how he performed in the preseason. Now, I'm not going to hold you. If you did watch the last game against the Rams, right? He only went 3 for 6, and he got sacked like 5 times, 4 or 5 times. Like, can't be taking that many sacks, young man. Not in that limited, amount of time. Like, that's too many sacks. Can't be going down 4 or 5 times, and you only played 10, 15 minutes. Like, that's not gonna work. We're gonna need you to do better, Shador. Gonna need you to do better. Yeah, we got a lot. And his brother getting ejected from the game last night. Why are you throwing punches, Shiloh? Like, what are you doing? What about Caden Davis? I know a little bit about him. I could definitely go pull him up though to see what he really about. Give me 1 second, Wolfpack. I'll pull him up for you. We can see what he about together. Caden Davis. Yeah, I'm about to tell you. I'm about to tell you. Number 89, Mr. Caden Davis, wide receiver. So basically, he's been with three teams: Arizona, Detroit, and Cleveland. And 6'1", 193. He's caught 6 catches for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns this preseason. So he's having a really good preseason. 6 catches for 2 TDs. Yeah, he's having a good preseason. And with those kind of numbers, he should get a spot. Yeah, if he got 6 catches in the preseason, that's your classmate's son. Wow. That must be cool to know an actual real NFL player. Yeah, it don't say what college he went to, so he must not have got drafted. Yeah, he must be undrafted because he don't have a whole bio on him. He just have stats, and the stats are good for preseason. 6 catches for 2 touchdowns, 67 yards. Wolfpack. He might make that team. Cleveland's kind of already, on the down and when it comes to wide receivers anyway. So that's your classmate's son, and he got 6 catches. He got a really good shot of making that team. Wolfpack. Real talk. Yeah, looking at his statistics and what he's done. Yeah, he should be all right. Yeah, he should be all right. He could make this team. Wolfpack. He on the Browns. He wears number 89, and yeah, like I said, 6 catches for 2 touchdowns in the preseason. That's good for somebody who was not drafted. At least I can only assume he wasn't drafted because he doesn't. It says he's been on 3 teams: Arizona, Detroit, and this is his 3rd stop. So he was a rookie last year. So technically, this is his 2nd year. But yeah, he's 26 years old. So he in his prime right now. Oh, okay. That's what's up, Wolfpack. But yeah, he should make this team with these stats. Mr. Caden Davis. Yeah, there's no reason why he shouldn't make this team. I mean, considering who you look at, the Browns receivers, what they are as a receiving core, like other than Jerry Judy, they don't have a real like game breaker like that. In fact, let's look at their depth chart and we can see who they got in their wide receiver room. David Bell, Isaiah Bond, DeAndre Carter, Chase Coder, Caden Davis, Jerry Judy, Deontay Johnson, Keyshawn Johnson, Gage Leviathan. Yeah, I got one. Wolfpack. Cedric Tillman. Like yeah, there's no way he shouldn't be able to make this team looking at this depth chart for Cleveland. Only Jerry Judy, he's the only one that sticks out. Cedric Tillman, I've heard he was on the Texans, so I know about him. But other than them two, there's no way he shouldn't be able to make this team. And yeah, oh yeah, you could just we friends on the Discord with Wolfpack. You could send it through there. You could send it through there. No, I got my soccer jersey on today on purpose. I was hoping to see Vanta. He always said, "Oh, you need to do a show on Premier League in La Liga." Here I am with my damn soccer jersey, and he don't want to talk about Premier League. And my team playing right now too. Man United, they playing Fulham right now. Just so you know. But yeah, there's a lot more we could talk about. Like I said, it's a lot going on. There's so much going on. It's hard to keep up with all of it. You got the U.S. Open. You got all these college games on right now. Preseason college. Like it's a lot going on. Week one for college open up. I could tell you the top 5 games for the college schedule right now. The big one is going to be Texas and Ohio State. That's week one. That's how they want to open up the college season. Texas and Ohio State. So we get to watch Arch Manning in his debut. And hello, Distant. How are you, man? So that's a 1-3 seed on the college side to open things up. Penn State is the number 2 seed. They're going to play Nevada. Georgia is the 5 seed nationally. They're going to open up against Marshall. Alabama is the 8th ranked team, which is pretty low for Alabama. They're going to they're going to be on the road for Florida State. Who else we got? Number 7, Oregon at Montana State. Number 4, Clemson, and number 9, LSU. Yes, it's a Barcelona jersey. And it's messy, to be exact. If you can see the back of it. Yeah, this was the show Vanta. That's why I threw on the soccer jersey. Like, you're not the only dude who watch soccer around here. And for all you guys who want to talk UFC, did you see the Walker Ming Yang fight? We could talk about that too. Okay, Wolfpack, I got you. I see it. But yeah, we got a lot of headlines, especially NFL headlines. We could talk about this whole Anthony Richardson debacle in Indianapolis. Like, let me tell y'all about that. Now, Anthony Richardson, my personal opinion, I never ever thought. No, yeah, UFC is like is MMA. Yes, mixed martial arts. I never thought that Anthony Richardson was going to be a good quarterback. He's like the NFL version of Jade Cargill. If anybody know about who Jade Cargill, yeah, I see it, Wolfpack. I see it. But if any of you are familiar with Jade Cargill or the WWE, that's who Anthony Richardson reminds me of. Like somebody who has all of the physical gifts and talent, but don't have the mental capacity for the position that he playing. And it's crazy because, Anthony Richardson, he might be 3 days older than Jaden Daniels, right? This guy was the number 4 pick 2 years ago. So he was a lottery pick. And, I couldn't understand what the team see in this guy other than the fact that he had to look. Because he was a bum on Florida Gators. I watched him play in college. He wasn't good in college like that to be a lottery pick. Like, I don't know what they were looking at. And obviously the Colts finally see what I've been seeing for years. That Anthony Richardson is a bum. Like, he ain't that. And they're finally seeing, you're bad, right? When you get benched for Daniel Jones, who has a 20-44 record as a starting quarterback, something like that. I think he might be 20-44 or 24-44. Either way, he's way below 500, and he's the Colts starter now. Daniel Jones, who's only had one winning season in 7 years with the Giants. One winning season, one playoff appearance. Mind you, he did get a playoff victory, but one playoff season out of 7 years. Got to the playoffs on time. And that's who you get benched for. So it might be over for young Anthony Richardson at this point. Now, will somebody give him another chance? Will he get another shot like a la Justin Fields, who I think was a much better quarterback, 1, in college, and 2, he just got put in a real bad situation in Chicago. Like, Justin Fields never had a chance in Chicago. He just didn't. Like, there wasn't nobody around him. He ain't had no defense. Like, he was just put in a really bad spot. And I hope he could do well on the Jets this year. Now, I don't expect a lot from the Jets, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. I'm not a Jet fan anyway. I'm a Giant fan. So, and we could always talk Major League Baseball too. I watch baseball too. Y'all want to talk about the MLB and what they got going on? I'm a diehard Yankee fan, so I will admit I have a bias. Okay, I'm not going to act like I don't have a bias, because I do. I'm a Yankee fan, and I really didn't appreciate them getting smacked by 11 runs against the Red Sox, who I hate with a passion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got smacked last night, 12-1. Crazy work. Bang, bang 49ers, huh? I don't have a beat. Now, the 49, I'm a diehard Giant fan. The 49ers and Giants have like a real rivalry. Like, but I don't hate the 49ers. I've never hated the 49ers. And yeah, the Yankees are the most iconic team in sports. They're America's team, not the Cowboys. And I will tell anybody that. Matter of fact, Skywalker, if you still listening, I hope you heard that. The Yankees are America's team, not the Cowboys. The Yankees, New York Yankees. Everybody has a Yankee hat. I know everybody has a Yankee hat. You don't see everybody walking around with a Cowboy hat. You see non-Yankee fans, non-baseball fans walk around with Yankee hats on. Like a good New York Yankee hat, that's American culture. That's apple pie. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Don't hate, appreciate. You could wear a Yankee hat in LA. You could wear a Yankee hat in Cheyenne, Wyoming. You could wear a Yankee hat in Bismarck, North Dakota. And everybody gonna know what it is. That transcends sports. That's culture. Like Yankees is American culture at this point, much more than the Dallas Cowgirls. Yes, I said it right, Cowgirls. But yeah, again, guys, I apologize. I know I was supposed to be on here at 11 o'clock. I ain't get on here till 11:30. I had something come up I had to take care of. But I'm here now, y'all. Here. And we got a lot of stuff going on. My brother is a Chiefs fan. So in the younger days, I had to go for Montana and Jerry Rice to annoy him, and they were good. So start a 49er fan for life. Okay, I get it. Listen, I'm not a 49er hater. You know, I love the Montana and Rice. I love Steve Young and Rice. I think Roger Craig is a Hall of Fame running back that they shitting on right now, that they need to put in. Um, Bill Walsh is probably one of the smartest coaches ever to coach. Like in terms of what he created, everybody runs a version of his West Coast offense. Everybody. Everybody, the whole entire NFL runs a version of Bill Walsh's West Coast offense. And if it's not the entire NFL, it's 85% of the league runs a some kind of version of the West Coast offense. You know what I'm saying? That's how influential and how brilliant the mind of Bill Walsh was. That his offense could still be ran in today's modern football without, two back sets and without linemen lining up in 2-point stances where everything is spread and shotgun and pistol. You know what I'm saying? Just the concepts of the routes being ran and how they're leveled off. And yeah, the West Coast stuff, like, look, I could get into that. That by itself, I could have an hour conversation on. Just the whole, scheme and how it works, the West Coast offense. Like, yeah, I mean, like good old fashioned X's and O's football, Wolfpack. Like, when I get my new, like I want to do this stuff in my laptop, but every time I go on my laptop, it seems like, no, I could do the lives and stuff off my laptop and that don't be an issue. The issue be my camera. It be acting crazy. It be showing me in black and white like it's 1950. That and every time I want to share my screen, it freezes my live, man, which is really fucking annoying. And you know what? I forgot all about this. I'm tripping. I've been sitting here for an hour running my mouth. Yeah, that's the link. If anybody want to come up. But yeah, man, I could the West Coast offense just like X's and O's talk. Like, not I know a lot of people watch sports, but not a lot of people want to talk X's and O's and the actual strategies and how the plays work and the motions of the people and their assignments and what exactly they're supposed to do. Like, I would love to get into a show with it that deals into that, but I got to get my computer situation right first before I could really get into that kind of thing. Like, and I could do it for pretty much any sport you ask. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's how deep I get into the sports. Like, X's and O's distant lights is actually describing the plays on the field. Like the plays that they're running, the actual sets. Because every play that's called is a prescribed play, and every player has a prescribed motion that they're supposed to do to make that play work. That's what X's and O's are. And it's in every sport. Yeah, I'm sorry, Wolfpack. I'm old. I hate to break it to you. I'm 52, bro. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, with the lines and stuff. People, they know they're watching the sport, but they don't understand the actual inner workings of the sport that they're watching. They're just not out there hitting folks and running across the field just randomly. You know what I'm saying? All these things are a prescribed motion, right? Yeah, how did you make plays? Yeah, you got to pick certain plays and you run them because everything is in a prescribed motion. So all plays are designed to make the defense react a certain way. And when you know how the defense is gonna react, then you can like kind of switch it up and make it an audible. How you doing? Questions. Good afternoon to you, mommy. Or good morning, I should say, for you. Um, we here, man, and I'm not freestyling today. I'm keeping it all on sports today. Oh shit, you turned 52 yesterday. Happy belated, Wolfpack. I know what it's like. I'll be 53 in April, bro. So I get it. We not old. We older. We just wise. That's all. 'Cause I know I don't look no 50 nothing. You look at me. If I ain't tell you what I was, you wouldn't know what I was. And that's how I like it. You know what I'm saying? Well, you really don't know. But yeah, I would love to get into a conversation about that. Like, and when I get my computer right, well, I just break down and get me a whole new laptop type thing. Yeah, I'm gonna do just that. Like I want to go, especially once football season starts rolling and gets into it like that. Yeah, I want to clip plays and break down plays and tell you guys with my little Madden marker. 'Cause I got the little stylus marker where you could write across the screen and all that stuff. So yeah, where I could actually, post the diagrams of the plays of what they're running and tell you why they ran what they ran and what did they see on the other side, you know what I mean? And how did they adjust? Because sometimes people make mistakes and people become wide open on plays they not supposed to be wide open on because somebody made a mistake or somebody blew a coverage or somebody missed an assignment. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot that goes on in the football world. And funny, soccer is the same. It's a lot that goes on the pitch, like behind the scenes that you don't even really think you looking at for real. They run sets and plays in soccer too, just like they do football. It's not just a bunch of people just running up and down the soccer field. It may look that way, but it's not that way. Like they have design plays too, like the passes some of them make and the corners that they make. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of August birthdays distant. I agree. It's a lot of that. August is a popular month. But yeah, for all y'all that's on here, I thank y'all for coming. Yeah, but I could teach it. I could teach concepts to a dummy, Zach. I swear to you, I can. I could make it real simple. And when I get my computer up and running, I'm gonna do just that because I'm like really, really into that part of all the sports, not just the actual sport, but the actual inside the sport, the plays that they're running. Like I love that. I love that part, especially when it comes to football and basketball. See, you don't see too much of that in baseball because you don't really run plays in baseball. Like you run sets in baseball. Like you'll have a hit and run, you'll have a squeeze, but yeah, BD's football for dummies, right? That part, that part. And I could do defenses as well. So yeah, I would absolutely love to get into all of that. Yeah, I would love to get into all of that. And I think that would be, and it could teach people to actually see what they're looking at. They'll make them look at the sport in a completely different way when you actually can understand that the plays and the designs and the concepts that are behind each play and why each person is moving like how they're moving. Because everything is a script. It's all poetry for real. Like ain't none of these plays just happening in a vacuum. Know that all these plays are by design and they're designed to have a specific effect on the defense. And in basketball, it's the same thing. Same thing. You run sets in different plays, and it's designed to make the defense reaction to react. And in that reaction, you take advantage of the reaction. Listen, Zach, let me tell you one of the greatest defenses ever created, and it's called the 53. And if you know anything about the 53 is the precursor to what you're talking about, the 3-4 or the cover two, the Tampa two, right? But even though the Tampa two was more of a 4-3 setup, but you could run the Tampa two in a 3-4 setup as well. Kind of like, what Pittsburgh does. Pittsburgh runs a lot of that 3-4 cover where you see the Eagles, they shooting team sports. Are you talking about like the fly shooting, the skeet shooting, like you see at the Olympics type shit? Are you talking like that, like competitive shooting? I've only watched that in the Olympics, Wolfpack. But yeah, the 53 defense, Zach, that's the precursor to what the 3-4 is. And yeah, I think that's the greatest defense ever designed. And next to that, I will have to put in the 4-3 flex because everybody runs a version of Tom Landry's 4-3 flex at this point. Yeah, the 3-4, it's a good D. I think it's the 53. Com used to call it the 53, but it's the 3-4 basically. I think it's the greatest defense ever came that anybody's ever come up with because in that particular defense, you could do a lot more stuff. Oh wow, your son shoots Wolfpack? That's what's up. So I know exactly where to come, what house to go to when the zombie apocalypse happens. Cause I'm a decent shot myself and I want to be around other people that know how to shoot. That I ain't got to teach. So yeah, when the zombie apocalypse come, Wolfpack, I'm going to Uncle Bill house first, cause I already said that we going there, cause he in the boonies. So we going there first, and we could make our own little community, man, during the zombie apocalypse. Oh yeah, I don't got a problem with August and September babies. Yeah, when the zombie apocalypse come, Wolfpack, remember my face, okay? Don't shoot me at the door. Cause I told you I was coming. During the zombie apocalypse, everybody gonna be leery of everybody. You might think I'm a zombie and I don't want you to shoot me. So hopefully stuff will still be up and running until all the humans crash out. But yeah, that 3-4 defense, I love that 3-4 defense. It's the greatest defense ever designed. And when you have the players to run it, man, it's awfully hard to get around when you have the players to run it. I know it. Yeah, listen, like I tell Unc Bill all the time, like, that I want to learn how to ride a horse because that's kind of like the only survival skill I'm missing is that. Like, I could make a fire, I could clean my water out, I could pitch me something. I kind of recognize what to eat off the land and what not to fuck with off the land. Like, I know a lot of things, but I don't know how to ride no horse or a donkey, or, what I mean? I don't know how to ride anything. So I want to learn that. So, never know when the lights might go out and I might need a horse to get around. By the way, I don't buy into the Eagles repeat hype. Colin Cowherd is comparing them to the 2010s Legion of Boom, but the LOB only had one team that could challenge them, unlike Philly with Green Bay, Tampa, LA. Yeah, that's true. Listen, I don't buy listen, the Eagles are good and they've beaten, to their credit, they have built an awesome defense. Like, their defense is fucking crazy. Like, people think about their offense with Saquon and what's his dude name? Not Jalen Hurts. I know his name, the wide receiver. AJ Brown and the other dude from Alabama. Right? They got a decent offense, but their defense, especially in the middle. Yeah. AJ AJ Brown. And yeah, I'm with you, Skywalker. The Eagles do suck. Yeah, Devontae Smith. That's his name. Yeah, the Eagles do suck. I don't like the Eagles. And Saquon sucked too. He ain't do all that for us, motherfucker. And Skywalker, you will get banned. Keep talking about my damn Giants, man. And not for nothing, it's your Cowboys that are gonna suck this year with no Micah. Better tell Jerry Jones stop playing, stop acting like George Steinbrenner, roll some more weed, and do the right thing and get that boy his money. That's what you need to do. Get that boy his money. Stop playing around. And for all y'all that's in here and whoever might come in, this Big Dog Sports, aka I'm your boy BD, like, share, subscribe, Cash App on the bottom of the screen for anybody who want to donate. And we in here today. Jackson Dart should be no, Jackson Dart should not be. We did, and yeah, we did, Zach. I agree. We didn't have the greatest team around Saquon. We didn't. And we still don't. And we still don't. But I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. That Dak Prescott is a bum. That's what I know to be fact. Dak Prescott is a bum. And Jerry Jones is a bum too for not letting go. It's time for Jerry Jones to let go and stop trying to be like George Steinbrenner. Just spend your money and let the football people do football things. That, that's what it should be. Let the football people do football things and get out the way. Cause you've been in the way now. You had your time 30 years ago when you were still fully functioning as a man and you could make really good football decisions. You did that and you did a good job. But what are you, like 80 something now? You older than Trump and Biden. Like, come on, man. Sit your ass down now. Your time is up. Yeah, I know they're trash. Yeah, Jerry Jones is trash. And Dak is trash. Yes, they're both trash. And I'm speaking not just as a cowboy hater, but just to keep it funky. Like, Jerry Jones, like, sit your ass down now. Like, you did your good. You understand what I'm saying? When you took the team over, the Cowboys weren't doing that well, right? When he got there, I think he bought the team in 89, 88, 89. And they weren't doing that well. and he built the winner. He built the Super Bowl champion. He drafted Hall of Fame players, right? You got Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Mike Irvin, Larry Allen, right? Charles Haley. Yeah, Deion Sanders. You know what I mean? You built a really good team. But you haven't had a good quarterback since really Troy Aikman. Not a quarterback that could actually take you somewhere. Like, well, the Giants aren't trash. We got a real quarter. Listen, Russell Wilson, like it or not, this is a Hall of Fame quarterback. That's on our team now. Yes, is he in the tail end of his career? Yes. He's not prime Russell Wilson. We're not getting the Russell Wilson that was on Seattle. Nah. And we're gonna be okay. Who oh. Mike, I see you, brother.
Yo, BD, salute.
Yo, Mike, what's good with you, brother?
Everything's good, man. Yo, the Giants look amazing, bro, in preseason.
They do, don't they? They do. They were moving the ball. Russell looked good. Jackson Dart looked good. Like, Jackson Dart looked good.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So if Russell go down, I'm okay with Jackson Dart. He looked good in the preseason. If he looked like that in the preseason, he should be all right in the regular season. And we're going to bust the Cowboys' ass this year. I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to beating Dallas.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do this year, Mike, is beat Dallas. That's all I really want to do, is just beat them.
The craziest thing is a mile from my house, there's a sports bar, and I don't normally go out to bars because I'm older now, so I don't like. But it's a Giants bar. It's all Giants fans. You walk in there, bro, and then you walk in, and it's just a sea of Giants jerseys. You know, let's go Giants, let's go. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, yeah, you know, and
yes, and they got a couple of them down here too. They got a couple of them down here.
The one thing about Giants fans is that we're all family. It's kind of hard. It doesn't matter where you come from, your financial status, your color of skin. We're all family. We all bleed the same blue, you know. So a Giants fan is different.
You a diehard Giant fan? Yeah, it's different than any other fan. I don't care what nobody say. It's a whole different vibe when you in a Giant bar compared to when you in a Falcon bar or a Saints bar or any other team bar. Ain't nothing like a New York Giants bar. Nothing. Nothing at all.
So Plexico's mom still lives in the area, so he'll pop in like once in a while. Yo, to see Plex, man, you're like, yo, like you know, see Super Bowl winning champion,
a Giant, Super Bowl winning champion, right?
Yeah, you're like, yo, and but I knew him from back in the day, you know, but I went to Green Run with him, Green Run High School, and then I went back to New York. I came down for a year, stayed with my aunt and uncle, and I went to Green Run High School for a year, and he was playing football for Green Run. This is way back in the day. And this is like 94, 93. And but he was real cocky though, bro. He was mad cocky, bro. He was mad
I can imagine, because he had the offensive skills to be that. And he had the size to be that. Yeah. So listen, Plexico Burress was a problem. You couldn't just guard prime Plexico Burress. You couldn't just guard him one-on-one like that. He was too big and strong.
The thing is, he's 6'6", right? And I'm 6'3", but he's 6'6". But he's in high school he was like he had long reach, and he got bigger. You know, as he got to college and got to the pros, you know, he put muscle on. But in high school he was 6'6", maybe 200 pounds, 190 pounds. So he was skinny. You know what I'm saying? But he got bigger as he got into the pros. I think he put on like 30 pounds. You know, so
because he started with the Steelers first. He played 8 years with the Steelers before he came to the Giants.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. He was a trip. He was a trip, man. But no, he just he'll walk in and he'll walk in, right? If a Giant walks in, the whole room stands up. The whole room. Yeah, it's like 150 people stand up. You know, it's like you're meeting the Pope. You know what I'm saying? This is a Super Bowl winning Giant. You know what I'm saying? In a Giants bar. you know, and he
Right.
was
So
so
I
cool.
can
He was sat,
imagine that it made it
he,
even more lit than it already
and,
was.
yeah, and BD, it's funny because he was, and it's so crazy because he knows who he is. He had a Sharpie in his pocket because he knows people are going to ask for a autograph. He knows that.
Right.
So he was signing, bro. He was signing people's jerseys, bro. It was crazy, man. Yeah.
Right. He
So
can sign mine anytime, any day of the week.
yeah.
I want
It
to
was
go
great,
to a
man.
Giant bar and
Yeah.
see an actual Giant player that actually won a chip too. You know,
Yeah.
anybody, a Victor Cruz, a
Yeah.
Justin Tuck, you know, any of
And he
them.
had his,
Uh, uh,
bro, he had his ring, he had his ring on. He had his ring on, right? And
right.
so this little kid, probably like 12 years old, says, can I see your ring? He took the ring off, right? And he let the kid put it on his hand. And it was like, you know, dangling because the kid's little, you know,
Right.
but it was like he was so cool. He let the kid wear his ring. It was like,
Right.
come on, man. That's giant pride, bro. That's giant pride,
Right.
man.
And you
You
know
know?
what? It shows a lot of
Yeah.
class too, because not
Yeah.
many people finna take their super rings
So I
off
said,
in a public setting
yeah.
like that.
But yo, the
So
only
give
thing
them a
is,
lot of credit.
remember when he shot himself in the leg though in the club in Manhattan? He
Yeah,
shot
man.
himself in the
And
leg.
he ruined our season doing that. We could have had back-to-back chips like Zach just
I'm
said that.
saying. I'm
Yeah, we
saying,
could have
man.
had back-to-back chips if it wasn't for that dumb
Yeah.
stuff that he did in the club.
He shot
Being in the
himself in the
club.
leg. Yeah. But
Right. And you know, Bloomberg wasn't trying to hear all that gun shit, and that ruined him. Because he
yeah,
locked his
it did.
ass up. He was like, I don't
He
care if
did,
you
he did.
play football, nigga.
Yeah.
You going to jail.
Yeah. It's messed up, man.
But yeah,
If it would have been
I'm really excited about this Giant season coming up. I'm excited about my Yankees too. My Yankees going to be back in the World Series this year, I believe. Now, I don't know if they could beat the Dodgers. I'm not going to lie. The Dodgers are
yeah.
just like top to bottom. I think like they're just a better team than the Yankees right now. Like just
The,
top to bottom. Just,
the
but I
thing with the
think the
Dodgers,
Yankees
they
could
have
beat anybody else. Just
yeah.
the Dodgers are going to give them issues because the Dodgers are just,
Yeah.
they're really
They
good,
gotta
man.
yeah.
Yeah, the Dodgers, yeah, they're just top to bottom. They're just really freaking good. I give them that. Like, and the Braves, not to get on y'all Atlanta Brave fans because I'm in Georgia, but y'all messed up giving Freddie Freeman, letting him go. Y'all could have had yourselves a dynasty if y'all had kept Freddie Freeman, but y'all didn't. And now the Dodgers are benefiting from that because all that did was put the Dodgers over the hump, was getting Freddie Freeman. That put them over the top,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
That's the one thing about me. I'm a diehard Yankee fan. I'm talking about diehard
Me
bleed Yankee.
too.
You know what I'm saying?
Me
But the thing
too.
is that, and it's funny because I have a neighbor about 10 houses down, right? And he's Mets Jets. It's either Yankees
Oh yeah, it's
Giants or
either
Mets
Yankees,
Jets.
Giants, or Mets, Jets.
Yeah,
Right. That's
yeah.
how it works.
And I
Yep,
always mess
that's
them
how it
all the
works.
time. Always mess them all the time. And I'm like, the Jets, but the Jets look decent. They look decent. I mean, but I mean, we whooped them, but I mean, they look decent. But
Right.
I feel bad for the Jets, man. The Jets haven't won since what,
Yeah,
67 or something like that.
69. Yeah, like
Yeah,
they have the curse of, I call it the curse of Joe Namath. The Jets aren't going to win another Super Bowl until
yeah.
Joe Namath passed away.
That's it.
When he
He comes
passed
back.
away, then they'll win them another Super Bowl. But he got to
It's funny.
die. I mean, he got to delete first.
It's funny
That's
because
just
the Giants.
my personal take.
So the Giants, we have 4 championships, right? But the thing is
Right, we
that
got 4 of them.
before the AFL merged with the NFL, we had a championship. So in actuality, we actually have 5, but they don't count that before they merged. You know.
Yeah, they don't
I
count
mean,
them anymore.
the goat is the Patriots, right? But I can say one
Right.
thing: we beat them 2 times in the Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is why, and this is exactly why Eli Manning is going to get into the Hall of Fame eventually. Not because what he did in the regular season, is because he beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl. That's what's going to
Not
get
so
him
much
in.
that,
Just that.
but BD beating the undefeated Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Right. That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Like,
In the last couple seconds, and wasn't it
right.
Plex that caught the touchdown? I think it was
No, that
Plexico
was
that caught the
that was the
touchdown.
first. No, Plexico
That
Burst
was the
was the
first. That was
first
the
Super
first one.
Bowl.
The second one,
Yeah,
who caught it?
the
I don't
second one
remember.
it was the
Was
David
it Tyree?
Tyree catch.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
and he
the
grabbed it
helmet
on his
catch.
helmet and he pulled it
Yeah,
down. That
and it
was
was
genius, bro.
Manningham who caught that pass at the end of the game to
Yeah.
set them up for the touchdown.
Yo, I remember going when we were little. When I was little, we would go to Yankee games, right, in the Bronx. We'd go to Yankee games, and baseball is amazing. You know, I love going
Right.
to Yankee Stadium back when I was little.
Yeah,
But
the old
you
Yankee
know,
Stadium. Yeah, the old Yankee Stadium was. Yeah, I love the old Yankee Stadium.
yeah. But going to Giant Stadium over in New Jersey, it's funny because it's people don't realize that Giant Stadium is actually in New Jersey, but it's
Right, East
still the
Rutherford.
New York Giants. Because what
Mm-hmm.
happened was is when they built the stadium, they got a much better deal on the land. Because to put
Right,
Giant Stadium in New York, yo, that'd be like 5 times the price, you know. But
right. Well,
I
Bloomberg
remember
was
going,
trying to do that. Remember, I don't know
yeah,
if you might have moved by then, but I think this was right before I came to Georgia. But I want to say 2009, 2010.
yeah,
He was trying to build a stadium on the west side of Manhattan
yeah,
for the
yeah,
New
yeah,
York Giants. But
yeah,
the public wasn't trying to hear that because they were scared of
yeah.
the traffic that it was going to create. Well, he could have just put that same stadium in Central Park.
Yeah, you could have.
Instead of
You
trying
could,
to put it on the west side, you could have just built the stadium inside of Central Park and
yeah.
alleviated all of that madness. And
Yo,
just had
Central
the,
Park is,
Central Park is huge. You could have
yo, it's
cut off a
wild.
third of Central Park and made
Yeah.
it Giant Stadium and still
People don't
have
realize.
2/3 of Central Park left.
People realize that people not from New York, they don't realize how big Central Park really is. It's enormous. I mean, it's miles, like of land. But yeah, you're right. But Central Park is gully though, bro. You got the underpasses where people be, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. And Central Park is dangerous, bro. And you got the Central Park Rangers, you got Park Police. Yeah.
Hold on, Mike. Let me
Yeah.
answer this. Zach says, BD, most Giants fans always brings those losses up. He's talking about the New England losses. But
Yeah.
I bet you if you asked them how the Giants won schematically, they can't tell you shit. Well, Zach, I'm here to tell you. I could tell you a lot. Which game you want to know? The first Super Bowl in 2007, how they won that schematically, or the second Super Bowl in 2011, how they won that schematically? Because I could describe both of those games for you schematically if you would like. And that's just me personally.
Didn't Eli get MVP in both games? I know he got it in 11. Yeah, both games. Yeah. Yep. MVP. I loved Michael Strahan. He was one of my favorite players.
Strahan was a beast.
Favorite Giant. Yeah. He was something else. Yeah.
But my favorite Giant is always going to be Lawrence Taylor. He was my all-time favorite Giant. He's the best player I've ever seen.
That's not even a question, bro. I mean, I'll give you the best 3 linebackers. You got Lawrence Taylor, you got Ray Lewis, and the one guy, there was a guy from the Raiders. I can't remember his name offhand, but
a Raider linebacker?
Bill was it Bill Romanowski? What team did he play?
Romanowski?
Yeah.
He played for the 49ers.
49ers.
Yeah, he was a linebacker.
Yeah. But the best of all time, Illuminati, the best of all time was Lawrence Taylor. But I'm telling you, Ray Lewis was a beast, bro. He was
Ray Lewis is up there.
Yeah.
Listen, but my thing is LT was so different from everybody else. Like I put LT up here and then it's like LT is up here, and then Ray Lewis, as great as Ray Lewis was, but the gap between Ray Lewis and LT is big. It's not a small gap. You understand what I'm saying? Like LT was just that different. He was different.
It's great because LT went to high school in Williamsburg, and I live in Virginia Beach. Right. He went to high school in Williamsburg.
He went to college in North Carolina.
And he was a Tar Heel. And then he got drafted. And the thing is that he was dominant in high school. He was so dominant. Of course, he's a big kid, and he was dominant in college. But I don't think they knew how powerful of an entity he was going to be. No, they of course he
Right, they
drafted, but
didn't.
he
They
came on the
didn't know
scene,
that he was
bro,
going to be
and
like
just
that.
exploded. Exploded. But the thing that put LT separate is that he had the speed of a safety or a wide receiver, but he
Or
had the
wide
power.
receiver, right?
Yeah, but he had the
Yes.
power. He had the power of a bodybuilder. Like he was just. It
Yeah.
was like the two, and he could grab you by your arm
And
and just flip
manhandle you and fling
just
you. Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
frisbee.
Like a
But he
rag doll. Right.
but he wasn't that big. He was only about what 6'2", but was it like 240, something
Nah,
like that?
he was 6'3", 240
Yeah.
at his
So man, he
peak.
was, but he wasn't. He wasn't like a line like an outside lineman, 300 pounds. I mean, he literally
No.
he could move. I explained this. We talked about this. Means he moved like a cat, like a jaguar.
Mm-hmm.
He moved like an animal is a bad thing to say, but he had some kind of animalistic spirit in him. He could move a certain
Listen,
way.
LT
Yeah.
was the only person
Yeah.
I've ever seen play football where you needed 3 people to block him. And still those 3 people, it was a struggle for 3 people to block him.
Did you see when he hurt his shoulder and he said, wrap it up, and he went back in the game with a busted shoulder?
Yeah, that was the Saints game. Yeah.
And he was tackling people with one arm.
Yeah.
And the greatest stories, Parcells told this story. He would come in. Who is it? The other guys, the other linebacking core. But they told a story.
It was Lawrence Taylor. It was Harry Carson. It was Carl Banks, Gary Reasons, Pepper Johnson. That was their linebackers.
So Harry Carson tells this story, right, on a podcast. You have to look it up. And he goes, Lawrence Taylor would come in late, and the team meetings, right? We have to watch.
Yeah, he'd
lay in the back of the room and go to sleep because he was up all night at the club, and then he'd take a shower, get ready, and they go in and he would get like all these like sacks into the dude, bro. The guy, he wasn't even human, man. And he's not passed away. But I'm saying I'm just saying he was just.
Taylor was something different. Yeah. He was different. Listen, he's the only dude I ever seen who could take a 300-pound offensive lineman and just throw them to the side. Like, he was just throwing them to the side, and God forbid if you was a running back or a tight end trying to block him, he was just running through you, right? He was running around all the big people, all the 300-pound linemen. He was just running past them, and everybody else he was running through. Like there was really no one person who could block Lawrence Taylor. Not at his peak. No.
The only other 2 players I can tell you that I think are on his level would be Bo Jackson. Right.
Okay, as an athlete, yes. Bo Jackson, definitely.
And remember Christian Okoye from the Chiefs, the running back, the Nigerian nightmare?
Christian Okoye. Right. Christian Okoye was crazy too.
They would try to tackle them, and they would just fist, and they just throw you off. Right. Remember Tecmo Bowl, and you picked the Chiefs, so you can have Christian Okoye on there.
Right. I remember Tecmo Bowl, the first one, when you picked Bo Jackson, and Bo Jackson was like an instant touchdown. Like you had to pick Bo Jackson on every play, because if you didn't pick it, he was going to score.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, we used to play Tecmo Bowl, and this is back in the day. You had to you couldn't save your game because there was not like PlayStation. You have the card where you can save the game. So when we would go to school, we'd have to leave the Nintendo on. We put the TV up, but we have to leave it on. So when we came back home, we could just start playing again. So
dude, and sometimes you had to leave it on because it wouldn't save. You remember the old Nintendos from back in the days? You had to blow in the cartridges to get them to work and stuff them in the machine, push the shit down. And sometimes that shit wouldn't come on. You had to take the shit out. You blow in the machine, you blow the cartridge again, and you fucking put that shit in, and then it would come on. And I remember those. Man, that's taking it back.
So we had the hacks. So we had the Nintendo hack. So the Nintendo hack was you got Q-tips and you put a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it, and you went over the metal part of the cartridge.
Right.
Then you blow on it, then you put it in, and the game came right on. So there was like a little hack. And then
We
I
used
had
to use
then,
witch hazel to do the same thing with the Q-tip.
yeah,
We rub
yeah,
it on the
yeah,
metal part, and fucking the game would come back on when it take a while for it. Because sometimes, you know, you had to blow them bitches a couple of times to get them shits
yeah,
to
yeah.
work. Like they
And
didn't
then,
just come right on right away.
then we got a
That's
Sega
funny.
Genesis, but I wasn't really the Sega Genesis games. They were kind of corny. They were kind of corny games, but
Yeah, I
yo,
ain't like. I
um,
had a Genesis too. I ain't care for
yeah,
Genesis like that.
yeah.
Not compared to Nintendo.
Nintendo is the GOAT, but I'm telling you, the one system that I miss, and I actually gave it to a relative when I was younger, one of my cousins, was the Dreamcast. The Sega
I had
Dreamcast
that
was,
too. Yeah, the
yeah,
Sega Dreamcast was cool. And it had the little memory card with the little digital
yeah,
thing in it. And you could put it in the memory card. And you see the little it looked
yeah,
like Etch a Sketch, like back in the
yeah.
day, digital shit.
What
But
was
like
it?
before it was becoming digital for real. Like,
It was,
yeah, I had a Dreamcast. I had Soul
yeah.
Calibur. I had 2K. That's where 2K first came out on the Dreamcast. The NFL
And
2K and the NBA 2K. All that was Dreamcast before it became PlayStation.
NBA '95, yo man, yo the basketball games on the Dreamcast, they were the best,
Yeah,
man. They were the
the
best.
football
Yeah,
games were pretty good too.
they
Cause I
were. They
had them
were.
both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like. I
Dreamcast was
like.
before its time.
Yeah, it was. It was really good, and I feel bad. I wish I still had it because they're valuable. I wish I still had it, but it is what it is. But man, just thinking back, these things bring you back to your youth. They bring you back to
Hmm.
a much easier time in life.
A much easier time, right?
You know,
Because it's
just
rough now, Mike.
yeah,
I ain't gonna
just
even
friends.
hold you. It's rough. It's
Yeah,
rough
it
out
is.
here.
It's wild, man, and it's like man, I told the story. People think I'm making this stuff up, but I mean, I like to joke and troll and stuff like that sometimes. But like, I'm in. I went because I like cereal, right? I love cereal, right? That's like
Right.
my cheat. You know what I'm saying? So I go to the Dollar Tree, right? It's right down. I mean, literally like a fifth of the mile down the street, and I go in
Right.
there and I'm getting my cereal and stuff, and there's a guy in there shoplifting, right? And this is how wild it is. And the manager goes, "We've already," because this guy was already been trespassed from this place, but he keeps coming in stealing, right? He's got like a bag and he just starts putting stuff in the bag, right? And the manager's like, "Yo, you need to leave." And the manager was a little guy. He was like a little short guy, little short um, Spanish guy, right? And he's like, get out of the store. And he grabs the manager by the shirt, right?
Right.
And I'm in the next aisle. Bro, within seconds, I grabbed this. I swear, bro, BD, I would not lie to you. I grabbed this guy and I hook under his shoulder and I just drag him out the store. Like I don't even work there. But it's just like, but that's how wild this world is, man. People are attacking people. It's crazy, man.
Yeah,
And
it's
thank God,
wild stuff going
yeah.
on out here.
Thank
In
God
the
the guy
real
didn't have a
world. It's
weapon.
crazy.
They didn't have a
Yeah.
weapon, but like I just drug him out the store. I didn't hit him. He's a PD. I didn't hit him. I didn't punch him. I just threw him out the store, and I was like, get out of here. And he left. He ran away. And the manager's like, thank you so much. I'll pay for your stuff. I'm like, I got it. Don't worry about it. It's only like $5. It's like a couple, But I'm like, I got it.
Right.
But the thing is that all I'm trying to say is that people are wiling out. They're wiling out, bro. And look at like overseas, like people are keywording each other left and right, man. It's this
Yeah. It's
over
wild.
what? Over land? Because
land.
you have, yeah.
Money.
I mean, come on, man. Why can't they live together? It doesn't make sense to me, man. I don't get it.
Yeah. This is
So,
why I keep it sports, Mike, because when you start talking
yeah.
like the real life, real world political stuff, it becomes
Yeah.
depressing
Yeah,
because
but
you see it every day. So it's
I
like,
just wish
I don't got to talk about it too. I already
Yeah.
got to live it. We got to
just
sit
wish
here
people-
and talk about it too.
Yeah. I just wish people got along better, man. Because at the end of the day, we all answer to the same God. You know what I'm saying? So I just wish people got along better. That's all. It's the whole thing. But when it comes to sports, I'm looking at. So when it comes to NFL, of course, we want the Giants to win. You know that.
You know it. I'm Giants all the
but-
way, but I still think it's going to be the Chiefs, and I don't know who's going to come out the NFC because the NFC is improved. Like, I can't just say it's a lock. The Eagles are a lock. I can't say that because the 49ers are good. The Detroit is good. You know, Green Bay is good. These are good teams.
Yeah.
And my team is going to be a better team because we got a real quarterback now. So we should win about 9 or 10 games. I'm expecting the Giants to win about 9 or 10 games this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the NFC has gotten better, but I still don't see nobody in the AFC messing with the Chiefs as long as they got a healthy Mahomes. I just don't see it.
If the Giants can go 10-6, I'd be very proud. Very proud.
I would love
you know
that.
What I'm saying? Yeah,
I would absolutely love that. If the Giants go 10-6 and win a playoff game and win a wild card game, that's a successful year for me.
Yeah,
we go 10-6 and win a wild card game. That's a successful season for me. I could live with that.
We were 9-7 and won the Super Bowl. So anything is possible. Anything is possible. You know?
Yeah, anything possible. But you know, Eli Manning was one of them rare dudes who his game multiplied in a playoff situation. Like in the playoffs, Eli Manning was a Hall of Fame quarterback in the playoffs.
You ever notice when things got the craziest, how calm he was? He was just calm. Like he never got razzled.
Yeah, he never got rattled.
And, you know, the problem is this is the problem I have.
And he played in all conditions too. That NFC Championship game in Green Bay, it was minus 10 degrees.
Yeah.
And Eli Manning went crazy in that game. That San Francisco game and the other NFC Championship, he was like 31 for 45 or some shit. And he was getting beat up the entire game.
Yeah.
And they still managed to go on the road. Yeah, he was getting beat up that San Francisco title game. They sacked him like 7 times.
That's what I hate, BD. I hate the fact that people say that Eli was soft. Yo,
no, Eli was not soft.
But see, the problem is that he looked soft. Like he didn't look like a big muscular. Look at me. But he looked like a regular white dude you'd see at like the grocery store. But he's one of the greatest quarterbacks. No, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Not soft.
But
he was one of the toughest quarterbacks too. Eli Manning took a lot of punishment, dog.
Yeah,
he took a lot of hits, and he kept getting up. He kept getting up. Listen, Eli Manning was tough. He was as tough as they come.
Imagine being a Manning. People always you had Archie Manning, of course, their father, played for the Saints. Never got a ring, but still was a really good quarterback. And then you got Peyton. Peyton got his 2 rings, and then Eli's got his 2 rings. So what a quarterback family, bro. I mean, you talking about
Listen, his son Arch plays tomorrow, Texas and Ohio State. That's next week, Saturday, the first week of college. Yeah. Now you had the grandson out there.
They're saying that kid's going to be projected if he never gets injured.
Yeah,
thank God he doesn't get injured.
He's going to be a lottery pick.
He'll be a first round draft. Yo, did you see Sanders? Shakur Sanders.
I seen Shador. He
smacked the helmet. He smacked the guy's helmet.
About Shiloh. Yeah, you're not talking about Shador.
My bad. Shiloh.
Yeah, Shiloh. He hit the Buffalo Bills dude and got thrown out the game. Yeah, that was dumb. That was real dumb. You don't do stuff like that in preseason. You trying to make a team.
But the whole thing is that, he has a spotlight on him because of his dad. But the thing is that the Bills player did taunt him and push him first. But no, he should not have done that. As a quarterback, you have to have composure. You can't. You're leading the team. You have to rise above. But he lost his cool. But remember, he's a rookie. He's young. He's a kid. So yeah. But I couldn't believe he hit his helmet.
Still made a bad decision, though. You're not supposed to do that kind of stuff when you're trying to make the team. Yeah. You're not a lock to make the team. So him doing that, you messed up your stock doing that. Like that was bad. Now, even if he gets released, right, somebody's gonna pick him up because of his last name. Somebody's gonna grab him, right? So he's not gonna be out of work, but he shouldn't have did that. Like that was bad. That was a bad decision. On his part, losing your cool like that.
He's got a great arm, but he's small, bro. He's little, but he's got a great arm. You know,
Yeah,
the
now
thing is,
Shador could play now. Shador's not no scrub.
Oh, yeah.
Now Joe
No,
Flacco's
no.
gonna be their starter. You know, Shador he played on
Yeah.
Cleveland. Now, Joe Flacco's gonna be the starter, but I give it to about week 4 before they put Shador in the start.
Doesn't, if I'm not
Week
mistaken,
4.
doesn't Flacco have a ring? Doesn't he have a ring?
Yes, Flacco has a ring.
Yeah.
He won with
He has a ring.
Baltimore.
Yeah, he has a ring.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was on the last Ravens Super Bowl team. He was the starting
Yo.
quarterback where the lights went out in New Orleans, the San Francisco game, the Harbaugh Bowl. Where it was
In
the two
2000.
Harbaughs coaching against each other. Jim Harbaugh,
Yo.
John Harbaugh. They were coaching against each other. That Super
When we
Bowl. I
lost-
want to say it was 2018, 2019, one of those years.
You remember?
It was
You remember
Ravens, San
2010?
Francisco.
Not you remember 2000? 2000 when we lost to the Ravens.
That was the Ravens.
Yeah.
They beat the Giants in the Super Bowl 2000.
And they said
Pissed me
Kerry
off.
Collins. They said Kerry Collins was hung over because he was out drinking all. Because Kerry Collins had a real bad drinking problem. And
Right, I know.
Apparently, he was hung over and he blew. And it's funny because before the Super Bowl, all right, so you got us and the Ravens in 2000 in the Super Bowl, and the week prior it was us versus the Minnesota Vikings, and we
smacked
destroyed the
the
Vikings.
shit out of them. Yes, we
Destroyed them.
destroyed Minnesota. Like
Yeah.
41-3 is some wild shit.
Yeah.
Kerry Collins threw for like 400 yards and 4
Yeah.
touchdowns. And yeah, he went crazy that game. I remember that. Yeah, I
And then we
remember that
come
game
in-
very well.
Then we come into the Super Bowl and he just craps the bed. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
He stunk up the joint.
Bro, I'm telling. I was so mad because that should have been our 5th championship all day long.
It should. Well, I won't
You know?
say that because that Baltimore defense, that 2000 defense, probably one of the greatest defenses ever in NFL history.
Sure, but we were
Truth be told.
but we were damn good at that year. We were damn good.
No,
you
we
know,
were
so-
good, but let's
Yeah.
let's not get too far. There's 6 Hall of Famers on that defense. 6.
Yeah. No doubt.
So I don't know if we were gonna win that game anyway. To be honest, that defense was just too good, bro.
But I love
that particular defense and that particular year, they were just too good. I didn't see us winning that Super Bowl.
I love going on YouTube and watching old Giants videos. I love watching the '86 Giants. The '86. Oh my
yeah,
God.
the 86 Giants were. Listen, 86 Giants.
Yeah.
That's one of the great defenses of all time that nobody talks about. We always hear about the 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens, the Legion of Boom, what was it, the 2019, 2020 Seahawks, the Legion of Boom, you always hear about those. You never hear about the 86 Giants, man. The 86 Giants defense wasn't nothing to be played with. Nothing at all.
It's wild,
and you had
man.
Lawrence Taylor in his prime.
Yeah.
On top of that, come on, there wasn't nothing to be played with.
We had Mark Bavaro, Dave Meggett.
Mark Bavaro.
I mean, come on, man. Geez, man.
Yeah,
Otis
Phil
Anderson
Simms was the quarterback.
Yeah,
we had Otis Anderson, Joe Morris, Stephen Baker, Mark Ingram, the father, not the son we talking about.
Yeah.
Mark Ingram, the father. Zeke Mowat and Howard Cross. Yeah, listen, Mike, you taking me all the way back. I told you I'm a diehard Giant. I've been a Giant fan since like '83 when the Giants sucked. When what's his name? When Penarjic was their quarterback before Phil Simms.
Yeah,
you remember him, Penarjic? He wore number 7.
Yeah, the crappy guy.
Yeah, he was crap. Yeah, he was crap.
he garbage. But hey, listen, even though he's at least he made it to the show, but he didn't perform. It's
right.
He's like
Bill Parcells came and changed the team, changed the culture, and it went off from there. You have Bill Parcells to thank for that.
Yo, it's just so crazy how, if you think about this, we almost didn't get Eli because he was supposed to be a Charger, right?
Right. But his daddy wasn't trying to hear that. We not playing in San Diego. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah, daddy wasn't trying to hear that San Diego shit.
He became a Giant.
I'm glad that happened though.
Yeah.
Because he got us 2 rings. So I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Listen, Eli Manning is a Hall of Famer in my book.
Oh no,
in my book, he's a Hall of Fame.
He'll get it because he's got 2 rings. 2 MVPs, so he'll
Right.
get it. His
Yeah, he'll
stats.
get it.
Now the thing that they say is that his winning ratio is 500. Right. That's what they're
Right.
trying to say.
Yeah, he's
Well,
200 and 198 as a starter.
but
200 and 198.
But that's okay because he still has 2 Super Bowls and 2 MVPs. That deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, bro. There's people in the Hall of Fame. There's people in the Hall of Fame that half of his stats have no Super Bowls.
Listen, there's people in the Hall of
No
Fame with no
MVPs.
Super Bowl rings. Like
Yeah.
Dan Fouts had no Super Bowl rings. Dan Marino got no Super Bowl rings. Eli Manning got 2. So how you not put him in? I make the same argument about Jim Plunkett. If you remember him, he used to be the quarterback for the Raiders. He got 2 Super Bowl rings too, but they won't put him in for some reason. Like, I don't know what that's about. He got 2 fucking rings as a starter.
It's like politics. I think it's like
Yeah.
an Academy Award, right? It's like Academy Award. It's like politics. Like if someone doesn't like this one person, they don't vote him in, kind of thing. You know,
Right.
and it's like
stupid,
it's like when a crappy movie wins an Oscar. Like, how the hell will this movie win an Oscar? It sucks. You know, but I mean, I guess it's all in the eye of the beholder. But no, he definitely deserves to be in there. And what was I going to say? Who else was it? Is Boomer Esiason in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't think he is. Okay.
No, he's not. He's not going to be either because one, Boomer don't have the stats, and 2, Boomer only appeared in 1 Super Bowl.
Yeah. Then they lost.
And they lost. Even though that it was a great Super Bowl, don't get me wrong, that Cincinnati 49ers Super Bowl, the second one, because they fought twice in the Super Bowl. The second one, that was a great game. Mr. Montana had to pull that game out of his hat in the last 5 minutes of the game. So, like, it wasn't Boomer Esiason's fault that they lost. That's for sure.
Did the Bengals win one the last couple of years ago? I'm trying to remember if they won.
No. They lost to the Rams. Yeah,
okay,
Joe Burrow. They lost to the Rams.
They went. Yeah, they went, but they lost.
Yeah, they went. Yeah, they lost to the Rams.
The Rams the Rams, man, they were good that year, man. Goodness gracious, man, they were good. It's funny because one of my favorite Rams is Eric Dickerson. I think he's one of the best running backs of all time.
Was absolutely here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. Top 10 best of all time.
Was the man.
See, my guy.
Was that guy.
If you're asking me, my guy is David Meggett. That's my guy. Love David Meggett. That was like David, one of my favorites.
I loved him on special teams. He would run back the kickoffs and the punt. He was our third down back. Every third down, you'd see Dave Meggett come into the game and he'd catch a big pass for us. Take it 20 yards, 30 yards. Yeah, Dave Meggett was that guy. Yeah, Dave Meggett. I love Dave Meggett too. He's one of my favorite journalists, Dave Meggett.
I have 2 of his jerseys. And this is Saquon Barkley. That was my guy. And I could not believe Barkley was amazing. I can't believe that we traded him. I can't believe it.
We ain't trade him. No, they didn't trade him. They let him go on free agency because they didn't want to pay him. They paid Daniel Jones all that money. They didn't have enough money to pay Saquon what Saquon wanted. That's why he left. They paid the wrong guy, basically. They paid the wrong guy. You're supposed to give Saquon the money and let Daniel Jones go.
Saquon leaves.
It is what it is now. Then he leaves. He runs for 2,000 yards. Like, go figure.
And he wins it. And he wins the
Super Bowl.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what are you doing?
Right, what are we doing?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Daniel Jones is a bum. Like, he's a bum, bro.
Yeah,
like I knew it.
He is a bum.
I knew because he was so stiff. He looked like a mannequin, playing football. Like, he couldn't even move. But that's the problem, is that these guys have really good college careers, and then they get drafted like Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins broke every record that Penn State had, and then he comes to the NFL and stinks, and he just stinks. You know,
it doesn't translate. Some dudes are just like that. You perform well in college, and then you get in the NFL, and your game don't translate to the NFL.
How about the best one, BD? How about the best bust of all time? You ready? One of the best college players in his era, Ryan Leaf, comes into the NFL.
Wow. Yeah, did nothing, did absolutely nothing. I give
Garbage.
you a better one than Brian Leaf. You remember Brian Bosworth?
Yeah. What
Brian
about,
Bosworth was everything coming out of college. He got to the
you remember
NFL and did absolutely nothing.
the Boz? Remember Tim Couch?
Yeah, I remember Tim Couch. He played for BYU in college,
Yeah.
and he was killing them. I think he won the Heisman Trophy and everything, and then he went to the Browns
Nothing.
and did absolutely nothing. Blair
Nothing.
Thomas, the same thing. Blair Thomas broke all the Penn State rushing records, got drafted number one by the Jets, and did absolutely nothing.
And then you have someone like Tom Brady, who was drafted in the 4th round, who was one of the best quarterbacks to ever live. Isn't it crazy, bro? How it's the wildest stuff ever.
It is.
The guy's got what?
It's crazy how that works.
He's got what, 7 rings?
Mhm.
That is the great. I've never seen anything like this. You know.
Well, you know,
So
everybody want to make the GOAT case for Tom Brady, and I get it. It's hard to argue 7 Super Bowl rings. Like, but in my eyes, I got to watch Lawrence Taylor, and if you ain't get to watch Lawrence Taylor, then you don't know what you're missing.
Well, there should be, BD. There should be a GOAT category for each position. How about that? For each position.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah,
that's for sure. If you make it by position, then it make it a much easier argument than trying to make it a GOAT overall. Because I can't compare Tom Brady to Lawrence Taylor. One play offense and one play defense. So like I can't compare them on that metric. Like I can compare them. Yeah, he won 7 Super Bowls. LT only got 2, right? So if I compare them on that, Brady would be better, right? But then at the other end, LT's the only defensive person in my lifetime ever to win league MVP. You understand what I'm saying? As a defensive player, ain't nobody ever did it but him since him. You understand what I'm saying? So you have that, and I can't compare those two. It's like apples and oranges. So yeah, if we do it by position, it would be a much better, easier debate. Exactly. I think the only position I would struggle with would be running back. I don't know who the GOAT running back is because there's so many I could choose from. I got Walter Payton, I got Barry Sanders, I got Bo Jackson, I got Emmitt Smith, I got Gale Sayers. There's so Tony Dorsett, like this, so Eric Dickerson, Marshall Faulk. Like I could just keep on and on and on. There's so many of them. Like I can't make a clear choice.
People don't like to say his name, but you got OJ Simpson, who's a fantastic running back. Then you have
OJ Simpson.
Then you have Jim Brown. You have Jim Brown.
Right. Yeah, of course. Jim Brown. I ain't even mentioned them. Like Larry Zonka and you know, there's so many great running backs that I can't pinpoint just one and be like, he's the greatest.
Yeah.
I can't. Not with running back. That's the only position I have an issue with a GOAT is running back. Everybody else, though, I could name everybody else with confidence for each position, just not running back.
Yeah,
running back would be a struggle for me.
It is.
I don't know about anybody else, but for me, it would be a struggle.
Then you got tight ends. Then you got tight ends, and then you got all defensive line. But I mean,
tight end. I think I'm going with Gronk. As far as the GOAT tight end, I have to go with Gronkowski.
Yeah,
even though I love Travis Kelce, don't get me wrong, and Mark Bavaro was great, and Kellen Winslow was great, and the dude on the Colts, John Mackey, was great. Ozzie Newsome was great. You know, the dude that just went into the Hall of Fame just now, Antonio Gates, he was great. Tony Gonzalez was great, but none of them could do what Gronk could do. And Gronk, what set Gronk apart from all the rest of those dudes is Gronk could block like an offensive lineman. He could block your edge rusher. He could block your defensive end. He could block your D tackle. And he was a tight end. And still do all the other tight end things. Run, catch the ball, get yak yards, get open. He did all the tight end receiving stuff, but the blocking. Because, that's a big part of the tight end. You have to block. You understand? You have to be able to block. And he was the greatest blocking tight end other than Mark Bavaro I have ever seen.
Yeah, Bavaro was
I'm talking about.
Bavaro was amazing, bro. He was so
Yeah,
good.
in
And
terms of blocking, yeah,
yeah,
Mark
and
Bavaro's right there with
even though,
Gronkowski when it comes to blocking.
yeah,
Yeah, blocking.
and,
Yeah, Mark Bavaro could block all your people, and it
yeah.
didn't matter who it was. He could block them.
And we don't like the Cowboys, of course, but Jason Witten was a good tight
Yeah,
end,
yeah.
man.
You know what? You know what? No disrespect to Jason Witten. Jason Witten was a great tight end. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you
he
know,
was
I hate
really
the
good.
Cowboys, but Jason Witten was
Hate
a
the
great
Cowboys.
tight end. Yes, he was.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
it was
Jason Witten. Yeah.
wild, man. The tight
And
end
I should
position,
have put him in that conversation.
yeah, the tight end
You
position
definitely
is very
should.
unique. You have to be
Yeah,
big
it is.
enough to block, but you have to be fast enough to run, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
be agile enough to catch. So I think the tight end position is difficult. It's a difficult position
Yeah,
to play.
it is difficult.
It's like it's like this. It's like you're half linebacker and half wide receiver. That's the best way to explain it. You know,
It's kind of like tight end is kind of like strong safety on defense, because strong safety on defense is the same exact thing. You have to be big enough to hit the running backs and the linemen, and still fast enough to keep up with the wide receivers and the running backs coming out the backfield. So, yeah, I feel like it's one of the same.
The best strong safety I think of all time is Ronnie Lott from the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm with you with that.
Yeah,
I can't argue that. I would
hit.
pick Ronnie Lott too. It would be him and then Polamalu. They would be my 1-2. Ronnie Lott and Polamalu.
They said he hit so hard, it was unbelievable how hard this guy was.
Yeah, he was cracking folks. Yeah, Ronnie Lott was. Steve Atwater too, if you remember him, who played for the Broncos.
Yeah, for the Broncos,
was hitting folks too.
Yeah,
he was hitting folks too.
Unbelievable, bro. But yo, when
I remember he hit Christian Okoye so hard one day, like he stopped Christian Okoye dead in his tracks. Yeah. Steve Atwater. He hit that man
Atwater
so
was
hard.
Atwater was what, like 200 pounds, something like that, and then Okoye is like,
he was like
230.
No, Atwater was like 230.
Oh, was he bigger?
Okoye was bigger. Yeah. But still, Atwater wasn't playing no games. Remember back in the days, you could lead with the crown of your helmet and all that stuff. So you was really able to. Yeah, you was really able to hit a motherfucker back then. Like you can't do all that now.
You can't.
But
the game.
Yeah, back then.
The game is soft now. It's softer. It's still a very dangerous game. I'm not saying it's not, but it's just softer. And it's like the NBA.
It's much softer.
BD, it's like the NBA, bro. I love watching old school games. You know, but like you watch the games now, they can't even touch each other. You know, there's no leading, there's no defense. Yo, when I played ball, like at the leagues, when I was in my 20s and 30s, bro, we'd be shoving each other, we putting our elbows in the back. You know,
that was the game, and you couldn't complain because that was the game.
Yeah.
Now everything is a fucking foul. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Forward,
you know what?
Best power forward of all time, to me. This is a hard one because there's so many good ones. Has to be Charles Barkley.
For me, it's easy. I'm going with Tim Duncan in terms of power forward.
He was a power forward, but he was more like a center. But you're right. But you know, Barkley was only 6'4.5". And
I know Barkley was the undersized power forward. He did great things for his size.
He could guard Shaq, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Shaq is a beast. You know,
I know. Barkley could hold them up. Yeah, Barkley was strong enough to hold up big dudes.
Crazy. And Barkley didn't work out. He didn't even work out. Like he's just like, this is. And then you have Dennis Rodman, the greatest rebounder of all time, I think. You know,
I agree with that.
Yeah. You know, so when you look at it, of course, the greatest shooting guard of all time we know is MJ. We know it's Michael Jordan. We know that.
Right.
But then you have the contention of Kobe, because Kobe is right behind him.
It's Kobe Day today. You know, today is Kobe Day too.
I didn't know.
8/24. 8/24.
Did he pass?
No, it's 8/24.
Oh, 8/24. Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
you know, Kobe those was his two numbers. He wore number 8 and
8 and 24. Yeah, Lakers. Yeah, Lakers. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Unbelievable, man. I remember when MJ came back as 45. I was like, "What the heck is this?" You know, because they
that's not the real MJ. That ain't the real MJ. 45.
Then he went and he played for the Wizards, and I'm so mad I never got to see him play. I would have loved to see him play.
You
Because
wouldn't have missed nothing. He was a shell of himself by the time he got to the Wizards. He was just a shell of what he was.
To watch him, play, because DC is only, a couple hours from where I live. I would have loved just to watch him play, just to see him play, and stuff like that. And yeah. So I
got to see Jordan play at a Knicks game as a teenager. I got to see Jordan play at a Knicks game.
Yeah.
So it was cool watching MJ live in person. I never got to see Kobe live in person though. I wish I would have got to see Kobe.
I got to see him.
I've never got to see none of them live.
Okay, so this is a true story, right? I hate to segue this because people make stuff up. This is real. So when I was working for the city of Norfolk, right, as an officer, and I'm in my early. How old was I? 21, 22. I think it was 22. I was fresh on, right, and they had an expedition game at the Norfolk Scope in Norfolk, Virginia, and it was the Charlotte Hornets versus the Atlanta Hawks. Okay. Right. And we're there to do security, perimeter security. And after the game, we got to meet all the players. Alonzo Mourning. I got to meet Scotty Burrell. I got to meet Dominique Wilkins, Stacey Augmon. Just briefly, hey, how you doing? Just, like hanging out, like we're having dinner, and just like you get to see them and talk to them. Hey, how you doing? And I look over, I look up on the seats, and I walk over. It's Bill Russell.
No way.
I swear to God. BD, all my kids. I got to meet Bill Russell. One of the greatest centers of all time. And I just walked up and I said, "Sir," I said, "it's a pleasure to meet you." He goes, "You too." And he shook my hand. I'm like, "Wow, what a nice guy." And because when you meet these people, you don't want to get all on top of them. You just want to say, "Very nice to meet you," and then you walk away.
You don't want to be starstruck, right?
Yeah.
Because they probably get tired of that.
I was like, "That's Bill Russell, bro. He's got 11 championships. 11."
Right.
I was like,
he got more rings than fingers.
That's it, man. Yeah. So but that was a great moment in history. I got to meet all these famous NBA people, and it was really cool, man. It was a really cool experience. But I can tell you this. I remember this. Alonzo Mourning was an a-hole. He was like rude to everybody. I don't know why. Maybe he's having a bad day. I don't know.
Right.
Because the Hawks did win that game. Maybe he was in a bad mood. And one of the coolest people ever was Dominique Wilkins. He's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" It's like this is freaking Dominique Wilkins, and I'm like, "What the heck?" Well, I mean, you're like, "Whoa!" You're like, So it was, So, and I'm in uniform and stuff, so they're very respectful. But it was something else, man. It was something else. I still have the ticket somewhere. Cool. Yeah. It was a wild scene, man. It was a wild scene.
Yeah. Bill Russell, that must have been really awesome.
BD, I swear to you, my friend, I would not lie about that. I look over, I'm like, and I turn my head side, I'm like, that's Bill Russell.
I tell you a story. Listen, a couple of months ago, my son ran into Dwight Howard at a Quick Trip down here in Atlanta. Just ran into him randomly at the store. Dwight Howard.
Get out of here.
All 7 feet of Dwight Howard at a Quick Trip.
Yeah. And I couldn't believe.
So it happens. It happens.
I couldn't believe that Bill Russell wasn't that tall. He was only about maybe 6'7", and he's about 4 inches taller than me. But I'm like, but he was like one of the most dominant centers.
Well, he was
ever play.
He was 6'10". He was 6'10" at his prime. You shrink when you get older.
Yeah. He was only a couple inches taller than me, and
right.
So he must have shrunk down. But I was like, wow, But
don't worry, it's gonna happen to you too, Mike. When you get 77, you ain't gonna be 6'3" anymore. You're gonna be more like 6'1", and then we'll be closer in height. Because I ain't got that much more to shrink at this point. I'm only 5'6", so if I shrink anymore, I'm gonna be a fucking midget. But You got a couple of inches you could lose, and you'll still be over 6 feet, man.
No doubt.
You'll be
It's true.
okay.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, I'll just have to stretch myself out, get like a stretcher or something like that. But no, it does happen. It really does happen. But yeah, man.
Yeah, we
Oh,
shrink
goodness.
as we grow older. So
Hey,
we're gonna all lose a couple of inches eventually. So, man, I always
give me
wondered what
give me
it
a
was
couple
like
minutes.
to be tall, though.
Yeah.
You know, when
BD,
you
give me a
born
second. I'll be
short,
back.
okay. But yeah, when you born short, you always wonder what it's like to be tall. And I guess the opposite is true too. When you born tall, you wonder what it's like to be short. But anyway, I'm gonna kick Vanta in his behind for getting me to put on my soccer jersey, and he ain't show up to talk no soccer. Kick him right in his tail. Let me see what they got going on in here today. I don't know what they got going on in here today. Oh,
Yo,
they
I love
still
soccer,
doing the
man.
marathon.
Yo, we're Sicilians, man. We love soccer, bro. We love, as we call football over there. But yeah, I love it, bro. I never played it. Um, it's funny because I've always been bigger. Like, you don't really see a lot of 6'3", 240-pound guys. When I was younger, from playing soccer, it's usually more
Right.
leaner guys, but the thing is that I love watching it. People say it's boring because there's not a high score in it, but I think it's
Right.
relaxing to watch. I like it. And I also
No,
like watching
I watch
golf.
soccer.
A lot of
Yeah,
people say they don't
golf.
like
I
golf.
can't do golf, man. Yeah, I
I
can't
like
do
it.
golf. Even though I do respect Scotty Scheffler because he's not
Yeah.
your regular golf. He's really an athlete. He kind of reminds me of Tiger Woods. Like he's an
Yeah.
athletic golfer. He's not like just your collar slacks golfer. Just like recreation. Nah, he's that dude. You could tell he could play a sport if he like a major sport.
People don't realize that Tiger is actually he's big. He's actually muscular.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they said that Tiger.
Dude was
They
an
said,
athlete. Yeah, Tiger Woods
but
was an athlete. He wasn't just a
yeah,
golfer.
people said that Tiger could like bench press like 350. Like he was fast. Yeah, Tiger.
Yeah, 350 for a golfer. Wow.
Yeah.
No wonder he was hitting the ball so far.
Yeah.
Prime Tiger Woods, he was driving the ball 300 yards, 400 yards sometimes.
Yeah. It's a lot
like
of power.
He'd make an eagle putt from like 100 feet or 90 feet or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy work. When you can go through a par 4 in 2 shots. Yeah, that's crazy work as a golfer. When you could go through a par 4, par 5 and do it in 2 shots and less, that's crazy. Because an eagle is 2 and a birdie is 1. You understand what I'm saying? So most people, you live off birdies. If you have a par 5, if you could get to the cup in 4 shots, that 4th shot is your birdie shot. If you make it, it'll be a birdie. But if you make it in your 3rd shot, it's an eagle, right? And if you make it in your 4th shot, I think it's a double eagle. And if you make it in your 5th shot, it's a hole in one.
Yeah.
And you get all 5 points or whatever, all 5 negative, because golf they score negatively. Like the more negative your score is, the higher your score is. Like you under 5, you doing really good, but if you over 5, you fucking up type shit.
I got hooked on this so bad, bro. It was like a drug. You ever play Golden Tee? The golf game?
No.
Where it's like it's the screen with the, and it's basically it's a golf arcade game. But it's so
I've seen it. I've never played it though.
Yeah, they're usually at sports bars, but it's so accurate.
That's why
but it's expensive. It's like $4 a game. It's not like a quarter.
Right.
And me and my boy John, we would go up there and we would play 3 games in a row. But it's like it was so. I love golf, man. I love golf, bro. I love Tiger. Tiger's a great golfer, but my favorite golfer is John Daly. the wild man. You know, the guy. He's just
Yeah,
he's
I
just,
remember John Daly, and he hit the
Yeah.
ball really hard too. He was another one that was
bro.
hitting the ball 300, 400 yards.
Yeah,
He
Yeah.
did a lot of drinking, I heard too, though. Like he
He
couldn't
drinks
stay off the alcohol.
drinks and smokes, but he won. I think he won a Masters, I believe.
He won a couple of majors. Yeah, he won a
Yeah, yeah,
Masters.
yeah.
He won a British
Yeah.
Open.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did win a couple of majors. He wasn't like no scrub. He just couldn't
Yeah.
stay out the bottom.
but imagine if he didn't
That
drink,
was
how
it.
good he would be. You know?
Yeah, he'd have been great if he wasn't
like-
drinking. The drinking is what messed him up at the end. He couldn't stay off the bottle long enough. But
It's
even
like-
in
it's
his
like he-
prime, the man was hitting the ball 300, 400 yards, which is crazy work in golf. To hit the ball
Yeah.
that hard and that long.
I hate to say it because we're Yankees fans, but I do. One of my favorite players is actually Darryl Strawberry.
Yeah, Darryl Strawberry was a beast. He
Yeah.
wasn't no scrub. Now, was he a flaming cokehead? Yeah. He was
Yeah.
on coke. We all know he was on coke, but yeah, he
So check
played.
this out. I'm in Virginia Beach, right? But so I was working in Norfolk. So we have the Norfolk Tides, right? The Norfolk Tides
Mhm.
used to be the farm team for the Mets. Now they're
Right.
the farm team for the Orioles, right?
Oh,
but-
okay.
But when Darryl
Yeah, as a matter
Strawberry
of fact,
got
the Mets, they used to be the Tidewater Tides in Florida before they
Yeah.
moved to Norfolk, right?
yes,
Okay.
and when Strawberry got knocked down to the minors,
Right.
he'd be playing at the stadium in Norfolk, Tide Stadium, and people can go and watch Darryl Strawberry play, and it's funny because back then the tickets were only like $10. So it's like it was cool just to see like a real pro play. But no, he did get clean. But yeah, he got hooked on that. And I hate to say it because our boy LT got hooked on that stuff, So it's that party life. It's that cocaine party life, So it's
Yeah.
prevalent, and it's a big thing in New York City, the nightlife. You go out to a club, hey, you want to hit this, and but I'm just saying, it's just like that stuff back then in the 80s, early 90s, that stuff was just like everywhere, So
Right.
and it wrecks people's lives, man. It does. When I worked for the city,
Oh
man,
yeah, listen,
I remember coming in.
I told my mom a story because she ain't watched baseball like
Yeah.
that back in the days, and I was telling her about the whole '86 Mets, how half the team
Yeah.
was on coke.
Yeah.
Half the team: Dwight Gooden, Keith Hernandez, Gary Carter, Ray Knight, all these, all the big time players. They was sniffing, snorting, partying, and then they would come out, score 10 runs, shut you out, and then go back to partying. Like, and they were doing this every single night.
Yeah.
It's amazing that that they didn't crash out sooner.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing is, and if you're asking me why, I think the stuff that they were doing back then, the coke they were doing was with the ether. So it was a clean cut. In other words, the stuff now has all this really bad stuff in it, the fentanyl and all the chemicals and stuff. So no, none of it is good. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm saying, but back then I think it was not healthier, but it didn't have a lot of the chemicals in it that it has now. So yeah.
Right.
Hello,
it's
man.
I'm sorry, Brandon. I didn't see you, friend. How are you, friend?
Hello now.
How are
But
you,
BD,
sir?
Just
what's up, man?
fine.
Brandon, what's up? Salute.
I did hit
But
5K 2 weeks ago.
awesome,
Very
man.
good, Brandon. That's
But
awesome.
BD, I've never done it.
And
Never done it.
I think I met the legend before.
Say that one more time, Brandon.
I think I met the legend before.
Oh, you probably have.
You've been on. Yeah, you've
The
been on.
legend
panels
is
before.
everywhere.
Yeah, you've been
The
on.
legend is a YouTube legend for real.
I think,
Illuminati. Brandon,
I
like
think-
a 12-gauge
Yeah.
shotty.
I think
That's it.
legend
Yeah,
sub. I think legend sub to me.
I think I
Maybe.
did. Yeah, I did.
don't know.
I did.
Oh, okay.
My
Yeah.
current
Oh,
sub count is 5,050. 5,000.
Here we go.
5,060. I mean.
Hold on, y'all, because I've been waiting for this guy here. I've been
Who's
waiting for
Vanta?
this dude. You know
Who's
it
this
is. My foreign
Hello.
bastard. You see my
Hello.
soccer jersey. I've been waiting for you,
Oi,
sir.
oi. Oi, oi. Wagwan, fam.
That was a pun. Avatar.
Don't you want to? Don't you want to, Vanta? Don't you want to?
Con, what's
man?
up? I see
Don't
you.
start with me. Don't
Oh,
start
hello,
with me.
hello now.
Hello, mate. Listen. We are top of the Premier League. Arsenal FC. Where's Man City, sir? Mr. Beatty.
Oh,
Where's Man
I got that
City?
jersey in the crib. I wanted to show off my Messi jersey because I just Messi's my guy.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
you're Barcelona today. Got you.
We
Yeah.
got Vento Silva. Did I met you before?
Yes, we met before. Brandon.
He was on CT channel, Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Vanta, why I got you? Hold on, Brandon, 1 second. Why I got you here, Vanta? Man United and Fulham played to a tie. Everton beat Brighton, and I think Crystal Palace played to a tie as well.
Yeah. And we stole Crystal Palace star boy. Eze is in Arsenal, sir. We got Eze. Bad man. Arsenal is gonna cook this season.
Well, Arsenal did they beat the hell out of Leeds. I told y'all that Leeds wasn't gonna be a match for Arsenal like that. They beat the hell out of Leeds 5-0.
Bro,
That's
we were
beating in soccer 5-0. That's a blowout.
Yeah, see. And Tottenham did check City. Tottenham was good too.
Yeah, see, we lost to fucking the Spurs, Tottenham. Yeah, they beat us 2-0.
There's a custom picture I
that
made.
was Saturday.
Yeah. But BD, what are you saying? Like, are you a Barca fan too in La Liga, the Spanish league?
I was, but until Messi left. I'm a Messi fan. So I'm a fan of whatever team Messi on.
You're like my cousin. My cousin was a Messi fan from 2008 until he left. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a Messi fan when it comes to that. When it comes to him, but as a team, I'm a Man City fan. That's my team, Man City. I don't have a La Liga team.
So when you start supporting City, like when would you? Was it what year?
This I would say 2012. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
2012.
You know, in the UK,
remember in the early 2010, City wasn't all that good. I think what attracted me to City was their uniforms. That sky blue. I just love that sky blue.
My avatar.
Avatar.
This is fine, Brandon.
No, there's a new picture.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wile E. Coyote holding a rocket launcher.
I know it.
Oh, this man using Roadrunner.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. That's his thing. He likes cartoons.
Right.
Yes, I'm making custom pictures using Wile E. Coyote holding Luchas Ketos holding weapons now.
Brandon, do you like some sports, Brandon? Are you into sports of any kind?
What do you say, Vanta?
Are you into any sport, like NBA, soccer? I don't know, baseball.
NFL, the Bengals.
NFL.
Oh, you're a Bengal fan?
Yep.
Brandon? What do you think of Joe Burrow as your quarterback?
Yeah, the main season's going to be starting soon.
Yes, it starts this Sunday, football season.
What about this picture?
I forgot his name. That's the rooster.
Leghorn. I say now.
It looks like he's holding.
I say now. Yeah.
I say he's holding remote mines.
Yeah, you got violent Warner Brother characters. Hold on, Brandon, real quick. Hold on. Let me meet you real quick. Vanta, while I have you here, Monday, we got Newcastle and Liverpool. Who you got?
Ooh, that's gonna be and by the way, real quick, BD, Liverpool are trying to sign Newcastle striker Alexander Isak. And
I heard.
He said he's not gonna play for Newcastle because he wants to go to Liverpool. So he's gonna protest. He's gonna protest the match.
He's gonna protest the transfer.
No, he's protesting to play for Newcastle. He wants to go to Liverpool. He's begging for it.
Oh, okay.
He's begging.
He wants to play for Liverpool. Okay.
Yeah. So and Newcastle said we're gonna sell you for 150 million. To Liverpool. And Liverpool don't have that capital because they already bought enough players around 200 plus right now, million. Like they're exhausted. So they need another 150 to buy Isak. And Isak is like, I want to go to Liverpool. but I don't want to play for Newcastle. So that game will be heavy, BD. That'll be a big boy game on Monday. I can't wait.
Well, who you got? Who you got to win though? Between Liverpool, Newcastle.
I'll say Liverpool might edge it 2-1. 2-1 Liverpool. 2-1.
Hey, because Arsenal they got Liverpool next Sunday.
Yeah, boy,
That should be interesting too.
Yep, because people are saying we are the title contenders. Arsenal, Liverpool, the big heavy dogs. So,
so that's next Sunday, Arsenal and Liverpool. We play Brighton next Sunday ourselves, Man City.
And Brighton, they can be tricky, man. They can either be
I know. They off and on. Like when they play good, they could be dangerous, but when they suck, they really suck. Kind of like Leeds. They're kind of like Leeds in that aspect. I think the most dangerous team to look out for right now, though, would be Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace scares me for some reason. I don't know why. It's just there's something about them that, they just seem like they're in every game. You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not just blowing them out and all that. Like they're in every game.
I know.
Do you think
FA Cup last season? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
Okay. Do you think the greatest soccer player of all time is Pele? The greatest of all time?
No, it's Messi.
Not better than Messi.
Messi, yeah. Messi,
and I love Pele.
Yeah.
Pele was a beast, an absolute monster, but I don't think he's anything like. I don't think anybody's anything like Messi. Because Messi hurt you without having to score. See, Pele had to score goals. Like Messi don't gotta score goals to hurt you.
I saw Messi live, Mike. I saw Messi live in, I believe it was Arsenal versus Barcelona, the Champions League, BD, in 2009, I believe, in London. And boy, that man played. Listen, that and by the way, he's the same height as me. He's like 5'7" and 5'6". That little rodent can just run through teams with ease.
What about
that part?
But what about Ronaldo? Do you guys like Ronaldo?
Yeah, I like Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, I like Ronaldo. He's a great striker. He's one of the greatest strikers ever to do it. But in terms of just overall game, don't nobody got the overall game that Messi got. Like again, Messi don't have to score goals to hurt you. Messi could kill you with his passes. Like
I think Messi is going to overtake Beckham. Beckham as in like the greatest of all time.
He already did.
He already has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he already has. Messi is the GOAT, right?
Beckham is not even top 20. Beckham is like probably I'll say. Like
Beckham definitely top 20. Don't do him like that, Dancer. Beckham definitely top 20. He's top 20, Dancer. Come on.
Okay. So he played right back. Okay, you know what? You're right, BD. I apologize. I apologize to Beckham
come on. Especially you British too. Come on. You watch Beckham like I watch Beckham. Come on. Let's not do him like that.
BD. I watch every league. I watch La Liga. I watch Serie A. I watch the EPL, Bundesliga, the German league. I watch the Dutch league.
Bundesliga.
There's not many right wingers that can surpass Beckham. Beckham's probably top 10. Yeah, I can't lie.
Yeah. Okay, I'm talking about top 20 all time. He's at least top 20 all time.
Oh yeah, easily. Yes. Yeah. I can name you some heavy balls.
Now, if you want to say he's not top 10, I could probably name 10 players off the top of my head that's better than Beckham.
No, but BD, remember Beckham's right wing. You have to name right wingers only.
Okay. If we dealing white wingers, he's definitely top 10. If we dealing with just white and just pure right wingers, he's definitely top 10. Yeah. I'm thinking overall, he's definitely top 20 at all positions, other than goalie, obviously. All the other positions, though, he's definitely top 20.
I can name 20 above him easily. He'll make probably like 21st, but I can name 20 off my head right now. I can do it above him.
Yeah, 20 better than Beckham.
Yes, sir. I would like to hear that. Like the midfield to striker. We talk about like forward.
Okay, right? Yeah, midfielder to striker.
Okay.
Okay, maybe you have Hatlin, Mbappe, Highland, Mbappe, Ibrahimovic.
BD Vantage, salute. I got to run. I got to take care of something. Salute, guys.
All right, Mike. Thank you for coming, my brother.
God bless, bro. Go ahead, BD. Name them.
Yeah, Ibrahimovic, Highland, Mbappe, Ronaldo, Romero,
Ooh, Vincent
M-
Romero.
Macedonia, Pele,
Who's
of course,
Maradona? You mean Maradona? You mean Maradona?
Maradona, Diego,
Yeah.
Diego, Maradona, Pele, I can
I'll
even
add
make
on even more. No, I'll add on. I'll add on. You got Thierry Henry from Arsenal.
I was thinking Henry too, and Zidane.
Yeah,
Zinedine Zidane.
and Del Piero from Juventus. Del Piero from the
Um,
Italian league. You
I
got
could
also
probably put
Pirlo.
Zale in that list too, Christian Zale.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
What about hang tight. What about Didier Drogba from Chelsea? You know, the African striker.
yeah.
Drogba.
What about Essien?
Okay,
Michael
you know what?
Essien.
Yeah. Michael Essien and his partner. What's his name again? God damn. Makelele.
Yeah, Makelele. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You got Michael
Um,
Ballack from Germany. Michael Ballack, the German.
I put Salah up there too. Not for nothing.
Salah's up there. I agree. Like Steven
Yeah,
Gerrard
Salah
from
the beats,
Liverpool.
bro. Yeah, Salah get
Gerrard.
right. And the Korean dude get right too. Son.
Nah. See, now Son
Hey,
is okay.
he got 173 goals in Premier, dog. That
He's
ain't
not
nothing
top
to
20 though. Top 20. Come on, man. Come on.
Hey, he got 173 goals in Premier, bro. That's nothing to.
I can name you 30 strikers better than him right now.
Yeah, that's still good. That's really good work, though. 173 goals.
I
that's
agree. Go ahead.
that's why I put him, because he's scoring. He's definitely scoring. Who else I could think of? Maybe he might not be top 20 though, not all time, but he definitely top 30.
What about Xavi and Iniesta? So Barca, the two midfielders, the goats behind Messi. They were killers. They were actually absolute killers. They were without them, Messi would not be nothing. Xavi
I don't see Messi would be nothing, but he wouldn't have been as good. And then it's the Uruguay dude that's escaping me right now. Suarez.
Luis Suarez, yeah.
Suarez, yeah. We got to put Suarez, because Suarez get right too.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, Suarez get right.
You also got Aguero, Quinn Aguero for Man City and Argentina. The striker.
What about Fernandinho? Would you put him? Fernandinho from Man City.
No. He's good, but not top 20. No way near.
Or what about Sterling?
Sterling. You know what? In Man City and Chelsea. Okay, cool. Okay, because he was a big boy player.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you got to give Sterling a little bit of like.
No.
I will put him. Sterling will crack my list.
You ever heard of Eden Hazard? You remember Hazard with Chelsea?
No. You have to educate me on him. Like, I know some of the players there, and I don't know all of them like that. I do know a good majority of them. I don't know them all though.
Right, Hazard was killing the Premier League for Chelsea back in 2012, around that era.
Okay.
And he was the best left winger on earth, literally.
Right, like I ain't start watching Premier till like 2015, to be honest with you. So I'm only 10 years.
I'm not judging, fam. I'm actually enjoying the conversation. Like I'm glad I'm seeing like some American enjoying the Premier League. Like you're gonna get into it. Honestly, BD, just go do like a little what do you call it? Like on YouTube, right? The greatest of all time, blah blah blah. Just a quick recap, and you'll catch up instantly. You'll be like, okay, got it. That's the GOAT, and that guy's trash. Instantly, you'll know who's who. But
right.
And now the season just started. We're in August. I recommend watching the Premier League fully from now on.
Oh yeah, I mean I've been watching it. I did, but
Right.
you know, here in the States, you can only get certain games. You understand what I'm saying? Like some
Right.
like the Leeds Everton, I'm not gonna get that game, but I'll get Chelsea games, I'll get Arsenal games, I'll get
Yeah.
City games and United games, Liverpool
Yeah.
games, you know, the main teams. Like, but when we
Yeah,
start talking
yeah.
about Tottenham and West Ham and you
Yeah.
know, Bournemouth and Brentford, Aston Villa. Like, I'm not going to
Mhm.
get any of those
And
unless they
what time
play
does
in
that
a
start?
Chelsea or a Liverpool or Arsenal or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
But what time does it start for you? Because because of the time zone, it can be
Yeah. See,
tricky,
on
right?
the time zone here, it'd be tricky. Like sometimes they come on 3 in the morning, 4 in the
Yeah,
morning.
that's silly. Ugh, yeah. Because I have friends in Asia and I have a friend in like Australia, and he struggles to watch the Arsenal games. He's struggling, and he's an Arsenal fan. He's like, bro, I can't. He can barely watch the games. It's
Well,
hard.
see, because you know, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, your time is like 4
Yeah,
in the morning here.
yeah. You got like 6, 7 hours behind us. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
so most times not, you know what I mean? Especially I work early in the morning now, so now I could catch some of the beginning of it. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Until I start work. You know what I mean? But before, when I was working at night, there was no way I could catch that shit 4 in the morning like that.
To be honest, BD, to be honest with you, like I was watching the Arsenal game today, that 5-0. To be honest with you, I would be better off just watching the highlight, just seeing the goals and then just move on because the full game was boring as hell, bro. It was boring until
Really?
those 5 goals came. But yeah, it's boring. I was like, I need to go take walk around, get some fresh air. It was dead. So I think you just watch the highlight. Simple, you know.
Right. Well, I did
Yeah.
get to catch the United Fulham. You know what I mean? I did
Yeah.
get to catch the tail end of that.
Uh-huh.
But I missed the Crystal Palace and Nottingham and the Everton shit. I didn't even watch that.
I recommend. I think obviously I don't know your time. I don't know what Liverpool and Newcastle are playing on Monday. I don't know what time it is. It's probably like a late time hour on Monday. So
Hold on,
you're
I
not
could
able
tell
to
you,
catch it.
Vanta. It's 3
But
p.m. It would be 3 p.m. Eastern time, my time.
there you go. And it will be 8 p.m. UK. So it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah. 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 Like
But
I
see,
think there's
that's
like
what I was trying to
12 hours.
explain to you. When it comes to like Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Man United, the big teams, they show those games. It's the other teams. You know, the start times for those games be 12 o'clock your
Yep.
time, which is like
Yep.
2:30, 3 o'clock my time in the morning.
Yep.
Like, ain't no way
Right.
I'm gonna be able to catch those games like that. I have to rely on the highlights.
Yeah. Yeah. It makes sense. As long as you want to see it, just check out the highlight, bro. Just watch the highlight. And again, we could talk about it because me myself, work, etc., etc. I can't watch the full game every time. I can't. So I have to rely on the highlights too. So we're on the same boat.
Right. Well, I know it's
Yeah.
Newcastle, Liverpool tomorrow, so I'll be
Oh,
able
it's
to
gonna be
catch a
fire.
little bit of that since it comes on when I should be like on my way off or like a couple of hours away from getting off. So I'll get to catch like, after the first intermission, basically,
Yep.
I'll be able to catch the rest of that.
And
But
and,
all
and
the
you will
main
see
games are
the
Saturday.
atmosphere. Oh yeah. Usually, like some games end up on Monday because I don't know. Some teams are in a cup or some other schedule, so they have to be on Monday. But most teams
Right.
play from Saturday Saturday or Sunday. Usually, that's the Premier League. Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, because the schedule is very heavy next Saturday
Yep.
and Sunday.
Oof. I can't
Yeah,
wait,
next
man.
weekend's
I
going to be
can't
a
wait.
very busy week, Premier Week wise. It's a lot of games to cover the whole weekend. Like, it's going to be a
I
busy
gonna
week.
I gonna watch the Liverpool Arsenal game next
Oh
weekend.
yeah, I have to watch that. That's like the
Yeah.
big money game right there. Liverpool, Arsenal. I gotta watch that,
Oh yeah.
or at least attempt to watch it. Some of it.
I'm gonna watch it fully, but we need to do like a little podcast, like a little like a reaction or conversation
Hey,
about the game.
is Izzy gonna make his debut that game for Arsenal?
Yes, Eze. Yes, he will. He
Eze?
will be.
Oh, I'm saying
Yeah.
his name wrong. It's Eze, not Izzy. Will
Yeah,
Eze?
a lot of people say easy, Eze, like a Mexican. It's Eze with the Z.
Eze.
Eze. Yeah, yeah, yep. And we stole it from Crystal Palace. That's why I'm not scared of Crystal Palace anymore. We stole the killer. We stole their
Yeah,
killer. Yeah.
you
So
did steal their killer. Well, we'll see
mhm.
when he make his debut. I know it's very anticipated.
Boy,
Everybody been
yep.
waiting on him.
Yeah.
So
And the striker we got in the summer, Gyökeres, the Swedish guy
right,
who scored 2 goals today. Him and
right.
Eze
He got
together.
2 goals already. So
Yeah.
he doing the thing already. He got 2 goals already in 2 matches. He got 2 goals.
Him and Haaland from City, they competing, bro. They competing, and they're from the same area. You know, one is Swedish, one is Norwegian.
Right. I like Saka too on Arsenal. Saka get right
yeah.
too.
But he got injured today, so he might be out for a couple of months. Exactly.
Really?
Injured. Yeah, he pulled his ACL. His ACL got
Oh.
damaged. Yeah. So
What about Timber? You mess with Timber?
He was the man of the match. Today.
Jurrian?
2 goals for him. Yeah. Best right back in the Premier League, sir. Best right back.
Yeah, Timber is pretty good. Yeah, Arsenal got a squad, man. They're gonna do some stuff like they scary.
The problem is our manager is just too. He likes to overcomplicate the tactics. Like I'm like, bro, just let the team play. But he overmanages. He wants them to be robots. Like play exactly.
Well, you know
how
the
you
key
want.
to stop. You know the main key to stop Liverpool is just to control Salah. If you could control Salah, you could stop Liverpool. But if you
But
let
that's
Salah
hard.
just run open crazy, he gonna kill you.
But that's hard because they've got like McAllister in the midfield. Suppose like bro, they got ballers, man. If Salah's missing, they've got
Yeah,
like
they got a
3,
Tiki
4 other players. Yeah.
and Gakpo. I hope I'm saying is it Gakpo or Gakpo? One,
Gakpo.
it's something like that.
Yeah, Gakpo.
Oh yeah, Gakpo. Okay, yeah,
They-
they got some players, but you know Salah is what it revolves around though. They're not as diverse as Arsenal.
Mhm. No, they're not. They're more direct.
They're
They're
not.
more direct. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not as diverse. Like Arsenal could hurt you from a couple of ways. Like
Right.
you don't have to just
Corner.
rely on one person on Arsenal. Like they got a group of guys that
That's
could
true.
like come at you. And now that they got easy essay, that just make them more diverse. So now you got a midfielder, you got a couple of strikers that could put the ball in the net. Like, yeah. Arsenal dangerous, bro. I'm still not, you know, gung ho on their goalie. You know what I'm saying, but he's been doing all right so far.
He saved us against United last game. He was the man of the match. He was king. He saved us. To be fair, when we won 1-0 against United, he kept us in the game. He kept us in, and even today, like he had some killer saves. But I agree. He's still kind of, I don't know, a bit.
I don't know. Like I'm just not sold on him yet. Not yet. I mean, he got a couple of shutouts. I don't really count the lead shit because leads suck. You know what I'm saying? But but all the other games, the athletic game, he was good in the Emiratis. If you watch that, the Emiratis Cup game, he was pretty good in that too.
My cousin who lives in the UAE, he told me about it. He told me about the cup game. Ronaldo.
Yeah. He was pretty good. He was pretty good in the Emiratis Cup game too.
Yeah. But that league is kind of like is weak, but players go there for the big money. They go there for the big payout. Yeah.
But competitively, it's not all that good. The Saudi league, it's just not.
It's terrible, man.
Yeah, it's not. Not compared to the German and the La Liga. Even the Mexican league, man, is better than the Emirati.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, you guys have a better league than the Arabs. The American league is superior.
Yeah, the MLS, and you know the MLS suck, in my opinion. Like I don't like the MLS at all. And here we always get the players once they get past their primes. We get all the big players when they're old and washed up.
Yeah, that's true. But then they generate revenue.
Yeah, they
You know,
do.
shirt
Because look what
sales.
Messi doing for him right now, being on Miami. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, people come to the game just to watch Messi.
And the first guy to open the window was David Beckham. David Beckham was the biggest
Yeah,
star
Beckham was the
first came
first.
to America. Yeah.
Speaking
And,
of you know, it's you because you don't see a lot of American-born players going to Premier. Like, what did Donovan do in the Premier? Because I know that was kind of before my time, before I started watching Premier like that. You remember
yeah,
Donovan, Landon
I
Donovan?
remember I remember Landon. He was pretty good, to be fair. I mean, he did cause my team problems back in, like, I think 15 years ago. I think. And then Everton had a great goalkeeper, Tim Howard, American.
Right. Yeah, Howard was
Tim,
a really good goalkeeper. Yes.
very good goalkeeper. He to the point where he stopped our strikers from scoring a lot of goals. Like, we lost to Everton because of him. He just blocked our way. So that's we also got what's that? Clint Dempsey. Clint
Dempsey,
Dempsey.
yeah.
Yeah, for Fulham. Baller. Absolute baller as a striker. Absolute baller. Yeah, bro, you Americans have some ball. Right now, you have Scott McTominay in Napoli, in Italy.
Right.
He's killing it. He actually got the league last season. He won
So
them the
you
league.
watch the Italian league too, Vanta? I don't get to
Oh yeah,
catch too many of those.
because my cousins are all hardcore Italian fans. Like, I grew up on Italian too with my uncles and my cousins. Yeah,
Okay.
and
Yeah, it's
but
hard to
the
get those games here though. The Italian ones,
oh
like I could
yeah,
get the German ones, like the Bundesliga and the La Liga. I could catch some of those games, but the Italian ones, and the Emirati stuff, like some
yeah,
of those games are really hard to get to, like that,
yeah,
because of the time difference. You know what I mean? The time difference is
exactly.
just so fucking great. Like, it just makes no sense when you're 10 hours
I mean,
behind or you 8 hours ahead, and it's just
uh,
trying to keep up
yeah,
with that shit is like hard.
yeah. That's why I'm like, you know what, like I don't know what they're like. Oh, we need to get global audience. I'm like, bro, your global audience are asleep when you're going live. It's hard, man. Like,
Right.
like
For,
you
for them to
guys
get a
in
real
Japan,
global
Australia,
audience, they would have to start playing their games at 4 in the morning.
which
That's
is
the only
impossible.
way.
Which is
Yeah,
impossible
that's the
because
only way to get
yeah,
to get people over here on this side of the world to watch their stuff
right,
like that.
right.
You would have to change the whole time frame. Like, y'all would have to be playing y'all games at 4 or 5 in the morning. And I know that's not practical to have a soccer game, not no
No
Premier
way.
League soccer game anyway, at no 4 or
Yeah.
5 in the morning. I know I've been to a Premier Soccer League game before, so I know how them crowds are, and I know how rowdy they are. I know how, what I mean, the tailgating is. Like, it's crazy up there.
Oh, the fans
Man,
can
I had to come up here. I had to come up here for you to put my comment on. You got
Yep.
this pirate up here. You got this Somali pirate up here.
Yep.
we're talking
I got the
soccer.
pirate up here because we talking
Yeah,
soccer. Well, don't worry,
yeah,
Skywalker, Mexican. He knows soccer. He played it.
yeah.
He could cap
Listen,
all he
Man,
wants
Somali
to,
pirate, man.
talking about he ain't never
listen.
played no soccer, but I know he did.
I had some Mexicans in my team. Carlos
Okay,
Zeman.
well, I had to come up here to let you know to put my comment up
Probably my
there.
cousin.
You got
Yeah,
this damn pirate up here. All right, I'll be back.
That's all right. Pirates play soccer too.
exactly. Yeah, right. So Somalians love playing football. We play. Listen, I play football on the road, no shoes, barefoot, on concrete. Listen, we don't
Oh
care.
wow.
It can be, yeah, we don't care. It could be hardcore cement or dirt or grass. We play football. We love football. We love that.
Yeah, you was playing in your bare feet on the concrete though, Vanta?
Bro, if you look at my toes, it looks all effed up, bro. After years and years and years of playing bare feet football, and I'm a defender,
Well,
so I get people stamping on my feet. I'm getting hurt.
well,
Nails all effed up.
we're gonna have to do something about that, Vanta. Like, we're gonna have to get you. You're gonna need a pedicure, sir. You doing all
Oh,
that in bare feet.
yo,
We're gonna
BD,
need you to get with here for the tea and get her to take you to a pedicure.
hell no. Listen, you missed the war last night between me and her. It was mad. Listen, there was a war. Listen, this goddamn
Nah, T my
thingy.
chick. I fuck with T.
I like
T
tea too.
cool as fuck.
But BD, the drama going on lately, I'm tired, man. I don't want to deal with this whole babble. It's exhausting.
Well,
These
you
people
know,
just want to pay.
The YouTube babble has been good for all of them involved. If you've noticed, I don't know if you noticed, but I've noticed just from being on the show and listening to the back and forth banter between the shows, it has all increased the viewership for all of these shows. Just
It
because they
does.
want to hear they feed it into the banter and they want to be a part of all of the confusion and the chaos. I've
But
noticed that. I've noticed
at what cost,
the
though? At what
Spikes and
cost?
John Galt channel, and the Spikes and Breed Brave channel, and the Spikes and the Gospel of Bob, and the Spikes and even Roz channel and T channel. You understand what I'm saying? Just because, you know, all of the banter and the back and forth between, you know, all that stuff that was going on with them.
Yeah. And you know me, BD. I just come on to have fun. You know, I might be a bit messy, but I come
Oh,
there with a good heart,
you
right?
more
And
than
then
a bit
I get.
messy.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm chaotic. I'm a
Yeah,
goddamn
you're
chaos
that.
demon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
say that. You're not a bit messy at all. You're chaotic.
But it's all in good fun. Listen,
Yeah, it
that's how
is.
we move in the UK. It's like, you know, it's kind of fun. You know, push the envelope a little bit. Push the envelope a little
Yeah,
bit.
listen, Vance,
Because
I understand you talk shit just to talk shit.
right,
Like, because you
I
like
don't I
the
don't I
war
don't
of it
come here
all.
with a dark heart, fam. You know, I don't have a dark heart.
Right. I know you mean well. I know you
Yeah.
not try to be, you know, insulting. You just want to talk shit, which is
But
fine.
but
You understand what I'm
but then
saying? Because I want to
but
talk
then
shit too.
exactly. Like you and I, we can talk madness forever. But some of these people they take it to heart, man. They take it to
Yeah, they
heart.
take it personal. And, you know,
Yeah.
I try, and that's the one thing I learned about being on YouTube. You can't take this stuff personally because at the end of
Yeah.
the day, I ain't finna see you in real life for you to take anything you say to me personally. I ain't never gonna
like
see
like
you
like like
ever.
like
So, like,
imagine you and I piss each other off. Am I gonna come all the way to New York? Are you gonna come all the way to
right,
London?
not at
Crazy.
all. That's crazy, right? So, like, you talk all you want behind your screen because I'm behind my screen. So,
Exactly.
since we all behind screens, like, we can talk shit and do what we want because ain't nobody finna really pull up, not for real.
And
So, like,
at end of the day,
why are
you
we
turn off
even going
your
through all
computer.
that? Yeah, we
Right.
don't even got
Right.
to go through all that. But, you know, I understand, you know, in terms of content creating, you have to have an agitator, right? You have to have somebody
Yeah.
who's gonna make people mad. Right, that
Yeah.
goes with the territory of when you're doing these kind of shows, right? Like, you know, the
Right.
Gospel, Bob, Chaotic, and all that stuff. Those shows exist because you have people come on there whose specific purpose is to agitate and to get folks riled up. You understand
That's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Yep.
Like, that's the
Yes,
content
sir.
of it all. Then, you know, like the
Yeah.
JPs of the world, right? Like, we love JP.
Yeah.
JP, I fuck with JP. That's my dog. But
I
his
like JP. I'll
listen, but his specific purpose or why he come
Mhm.
on panels is to agitate and to get emotional, visceral reactions out of people. That's what creates
Yeah.
the content, right? Because JP is good for pissing a motherfucker off, just like Imperious
It
used to
does.
do for Chaotic, right? The same shit. Imperious would come on there just to agitate folks.
I still rock with Imperious, man. Imperious, you know, I think CT needs to bring him back. He's needed, man. He is a
Listen,
chaotic
Imperious didn't bother
devil.
me.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
understood that Imperious served a purpose. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I know what Imperious say on YouTube. That's probably not
Mhm.
how he is in real life. He's probably the
Nah, no
complete
way.
opposite of what he portray on YouTube in real life. You understand?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
pretty sure I could go to a bar and have a beer with Imperious and be just fine.
Definitely. Definitely.
You understand what
Definitely.
I'm saying? Without all the
Yeah.
nigga shit, without all the honky and cracker shit. Like you, I
Yeah.
could go to the bar with you and have a beer just fine, even though you're a foreign
Easily.
bastard and I'm a black bastard. And we can be
Right.
bastards together drinking and be just
Thank you
fine.
very much.
You understand what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's just talk,
I
man. And
I
don't
know, but
nobody got to really
I
take that shit to heart like that.
yeah, yeah. I don't know.
I know I
I'm
don't.
sensing. No, I know. Because you, BD, me, you and I, like, I'm 37. Like, I'm to the point where maybe back in the day, I was like, you know what, I catch feelings, you know, I get emotional. But today, I'm like, you know what, I can if they tell me, Van, to get the hell out of here, I'm like, cool, switch off YouTube or whatever, turn off my laptop, and then move on.
Like I've had people like Vanta, I've had people ask me, well, how you could be a moderator on Bob's show and be a moderator on Brave show, right?
That's tough.
Like and they beefing. How you able to do that and be in both shows, right? And simply put, because I don't take nothing what nobody say personal. I understand that it's content. Like Brave content is to bash black people. That's what his content is. You understand what I'm saying? Just like if you go on JP channel, a lot of his content is bashing white people, right? It's the same shit. Like if you go to King Shenard, right? Or you go to Stanley, right?
Yeah.
Their content is just like Be Brave. It's just in reverse. Instead of, bashing blacks, he's bashing whites, right? It's the same shit.
Yep.
At the end of the day. There's no real difference.
Yeah,
right.
You're right.
In each of those genres have an audience that people want to listen to that rhetoric. You understand what I'm saying? There's people who want to listen to people bashing whites, just like there's people who want to listen to people bashing blacks. And you got people on YouTube that all they do is bash women, right? And and it's just there's an audience for everything.
Yeah.
There's an audience for
everything. Right. Literally, it could be.
And my thing is, the main thing is it's just about keeping it all fair. You understand what I'm saying? Like I try to be fair across the board. I have my opinions, but you're not going to debate me on the facts. That's what you're not going to do. A fact is a fact. Right. Now we could always have our opinions. You understand what I'm saying? We all have different opinions about a whole bunch of things, but you're not going to debate me on facts. And good afternoon, Miss D. How are you? I watched your Sky beat my Liberty. I ain't appreciate that, Miss D. Your Twin Towers got off. I give you that. They got off. But as soon as we get Stewie back, we're gonna be all right, Miss D. I promise you, we're gonna be all right. But how y'all gonna beat the Liberty and lose to the Sun? I need you to come up and explain that to me, because that lost me, Miss D. How y'all beat the Liberty and then lose to the Connecticut Sun? Like, how y'all do that? How did that happen? Like, can you come up here and explain that to me? Because I don't know how that happened. But yeah, Vanta, that's WNBA talk.
Listen, I understood your whole point, and I fully agree. And speaking of NBA, the last time I watched NBA was when Dirk Nowitzki won. What year was that? With the
man, so we talking about 10, 15 years ago. That was like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, that's the last time I watched the NBA. God damn.
Yeah, and I know the Liberty injured. Hold on for a second, Vanta. Let me holler at Miss D, because that's my chick. Matter of fact, Miss D. Hey, Miss D. You the only one from that side of the fence that ever come see me. Nobody else from that side of the fence ever come see me. They act like they scared of me, Miss D, and I don't know why.
Look, it happened to me.
It's because I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. Is that what it is?
No, it happens to me. People I support don't come up, so I don't get upset.
Yeah, but anyway, how did y'all manage to lose to the Connecticut Sun, Miss D? What the hell happened?
Well,
what was that about?
Listen, the refs was calling. They was allowing the Sun to smack them up. There was a lot of fouls.
I think the league need to change with the whole how they officiate in games. They've been sorry all year long, Miss D. All year.
Physical play. There's nothing wrong with the physical play. They just don't know how to call a foul.
Yeah, it's been, what's the word I'm looking for? It's been too erratic. Like some games you get too many fouls, and then other games you get no fouls. You understand what I'm saying? Like there hasn't been a middle ground when it comes to the foul. It's either too much whistles or not enough whistles. You understand what I'm saying? And it's throwing it off. Like you can't have too many whistles one game, and then the next game all my star players are getting beaten to the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like
because it was obvious fouls. There was one girl that was bear hugging E Wheels. I think it was E Wheel. So it was like she was grabbing her from the back, and I'm like, that's a foul. And he was right there. So Tyler Marsh got real upset. But you know what it is? Let me tell you why the Sky beat the Liberty.
They play better.
Yeah,
They
but
played better,
also,
but
yeah,
that's
that's
why
true.
you had
They're not
21 and 10
consistent,
from AR, 22 and
right?
16 from Miller.
But you
Like
know
they were
what?
on one.
It's gonna be like that. You know why? Because if Angel and Camilla don't get the ball and they don't have the right guards, which they don't, it's gonna be up and down. And that's why they lost to the Sun. They don't have no good guards. It's not a consistent team because the roster besides Angel and Camilla is not good. So I'm sorry. Yeah.
Well, I was surprised because you got 19 points out of Kia Nurse, who's done nothing all year. But then yesterday she give you 19 and y'all lose. Like, I thought that was really interesting.
Well,
Like the one
yeah,
time you get Kia Nurse to put the ball in the basket, y'all lose to the Sun. Like that shit was crazy to me.
that's because Kia Nurse and Rachel Banham are not stars. They're actual just role players. They try to make them starters, and they're not starters. They can't play defense. And
Right. That part. They definitely can't play
another
defense.
reason why they lost is because um JJ fell in love with the 3-point shot. Now she can
Right.
hit them,
She did.
but if she would have posted up more, they probably would have won the game.
Yeah. Yeah, I was mad at JJ for relying on the shit because she was eating them up in the post. They really can't guard her down there. Neither one of them. I mean, Angel fare better than Carmella. You understand what I'm saying? But it's still a tough guard even for Angel JJ down there.
Right.
That's just a tough guard
And
for
she
her.
did that last game when they played the Dream.
Yeah.
She started falling in love with the dang on 3-point shot. And they didn't
Right.
need that because they was already they started off real bad and they were starting off double digits at halftime. So they didn't
Yeah,
need her
I'm with you with that, Miss D. I need JJ to be in the post more. I don't
and
mind her
listen,
taking the three because
right.
she could hit it, but
Especially with
I need
Stewie
you to
injured.
be in the post more. Right. Especially with
Exactly.
Stu, because
And
you
then
can't, there's
and
not too
then
many
Sabrina
ladies that's
injured.
gonna be guarding you down there like that. Not for
Exactly.
real.
But that's her though. She's sometimes she takes the easier route. And then Sabrina injured. So they really need you in the post to post up
Right.
and let
Yeah.
Phoebix and them shoot the three. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, let
At
Phoebus and
Cloud.
Mesterman do all that.
At
You
Cloud,
could get
right.
everybody bigs in foul trouble. Like, I'm an
Right.
AR fan, but she
Right.
not guarding JJ one-on-one the whole game
No, it's
without
gonna be
getting in
Camilla.
some kind of
It's gonna
foul
be
trouble.
right.
She just
It's gonna be
not.
Camilla because Camilla's taller. I mean the same size.
Right. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't put AR on JJ in the post like that. Not for an entire
Because
game. You'll
Angel
have
only six
AR in
three.
foul trouble.
Right.
Right.
And
And
Camilla's
and she
6'7".
give up 4 inches on top of that.
Right.
So yeah, you
Right.
will put her in foul trouble trying to have her guard JJ down low like that. And that would be my approach. Like, listen, we're gonna switch to Angel Camilla, and we're gonna have AR, and we're gonna run this pick and roll. We're gonna force AR to guard JJ down there and take our
Exactly.
chances. You
Right.
understand? If I'm the coach, that's what I'm doing.
Or force
If not every play,
Camilla, because
every other
Camilla
play.
get in foul trouble. Camilla get in foul
Right,
trouble, so force Camilla. Yep.
right.
But listen, remember you had a subject, you had a topic, and I we did a topic, and I wanted you to come up there on your topic
Oh,
about
was it
how
about the CC and AR, how they dividing black men? Was
yeah,
it that?
I want you to come up.
Yeah.
Yep. And we had a topic. I said, you know where I got the topic
Yeah, I
from?
was
I
at
did
work,
mention
so I
you.
missed it.
Oh yeah, oh you did good. Okay, I said BD. I got the topic from him because I thought that was a very good topic because it continues, like especially with Jason Whitlock.
Yeah,
He
I mean,
continues.
it's the truth. Like when I had that topic, I was trying to hear from black men in particular because I made a correlation, and here's my correlation. All the CC channels that are run by black men have one common denominator, Miss D. You know what that is?
What?
They're Trump supporters.
Yeah, but also I think
And you know
also they.
why they're Trump support? Hold on, let me finish. You know why they're
Oh, go
Trump
ahead.
supporters?
Why?
Because they're in the business of trying to humble black women. They're not in it for the
Mm.
basketball. They're in it to try to make black women look bad.
Well, I also think not all of them are Trump supporters. And I'll tell you why. It's very profitable to diss black women. So I think a lot of them are clout chasers as well.
Well, okay, I'll give you that, but I do know there's a correlation between black CC fans
Trump supporters, and the misogyny when it comes to black women. The three things are related and interchangeable, in my opinion, when it comes to the CC driven channels that are
Right.
run by black men. I'm not going to put all of them in that box, but the majority of them are in that box. That a lot of them don't know the history of the W, just started watching the W 2 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So why all of a sudden you have all this interest in the W now, all of a sudden? Because you watched that LSU Iowa national championship game. You've seen Angel Reese hit Caitlin Clark with the John Cena, and it did something to you as a man. Because you ain't like to see a strong black woman flex her muscle, and it did something to you. So now you got to go all hard for the white girl. Because you're not really in it for the white girl so much. You in it to put the black woman down. And you're using the white girl as a vehicle to do that. Because if you want to talk basketball, you really can't compare Caitlin Clark to Angel Reese. They play two different positions and they have two different skill sets. So comparing them on a basketball sense don't even make sense because their games are completely different. So what else do you have to compare them on? If you can't compare them on the basketball front, right? The only thing you really have left is the racial front and the social front, right?
Right.
That's
And
all you
I
really
think
have left.
I think a lot of the former players with their podcasts and also the sexual thing, as far as people thinking a lot of them was gay, and that kind of turns a lot of guys off, I guess. I mean, and they
Yeah,
can't
it
see
do.
past that.
Remember, I was telling you and ADP that on y'all show, that the sexuality of the women, that it turned, when your audience is majority men, the sexuality, the whole stud butt, that turned a lot of people off. Like people don't want to
But
look, and we
that turned a
don't,
lot of
it's
people, but
not that.
also a lot of guys were like, okay, you know what? Hey, that's their thing. But
No, I
yeah,
mean, for the majority of guys, that is they like it in real life, right? But in terms of watching it in sports, they don't want to see it in the sports. They don't mind seeing it in their everyday lives because I know plenty of
but
guys
you don't see it
that
in the
like
sport. Okay, the
girls
Stud
that like
Buds is just a
girls,
podcast. Yeah, we know a
right?
lot of girls might be gay, but they don't even because even Alyssa Thomas and Dewana Barno really don't really be all like that.
Right.
They keep it they
Yeah,
keep
they
it
not all
professional.
lovey-dovey like that on
Right,
the court. They not kissing and hugging, and you
right,
understand what I'm saying? You don't see all
right.
that.
They keep it
They keeping
professional.
it professional. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? But you've had other couples that didn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? That's acting out their personal life on the court. You understand what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing it. Like I'm always gonna be against people having relationships and being on the same team. I'm always gonna be against that because for me that's a conflict of interest. Just because what happens if you have to separate them? Now the person, once you separate them, that other person that you separated from, now they're gonna be in their feelings. Like I give you an example. If you take Dewana Bonner off the Mercury right now,
You
AT
okay?
gonna be in her feelings for the rest of the year. I'm just saying. Oh yeah, we should, Miss D. I would love that. And usually I'm off on Sunday, so if you want to do it on a Sunday, that would be great. Then maybe I could get then maybe me and you could get everybody else who we support on that side to come over there and talk with us. Know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Can you hear me?
But yeah, I can hear you.
I must be my
I can hear
connection.
you. But now I was saying we
I'm
could
gonna have to
do a
come
show,
back
Miss
in.
D. All right.
I'll come back in. Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
I hear you
My
just
my
fine.
connection my connection messed up. Sometime I thought it was you, it was me.
Oh
But
yeah, but
yeah,
we can
yeah,
always do a show on the W because I understand
yep.
because I go on Simply Ball and Bro Claudia and they might not think that I don't understand what they doing, but I understand what they doing. Like y'all Angel Reese channel first before
Well,
y'all
no, they're
Chicago
not necessarily.
Sky
They're not necessarily.
or
Well, they no,
or
they're WNBA channel. Yeah, they start with
no,
Angel
I know
Reese.
they're WNBA channel, but their focus is Angel Reese. That's the premise of the foundation
Right.
of what they do is based on what Angel Reese do, and then
And then
all the
look, I need to
W
get with
stuff come
KSAP.
after.
Right. I need to get with KSAP because you know how they do the graphics. I'm okay with it. I mean, I did some of the graphics you see. I did myself, but I'm not really as
Right.
good with how they do the graphics. Sometimes you don't need it. It's just sometimes it's how if people
Now,
like your
presentation is everything.
yeah, but
Presentation is
sometimes right.
80% of it.
But I see a lot of
And
people
I
with
get
just
that.
a regular background, and they still get more views than I get. So sometimes also what you talk about,
Yeah,
I would like
sometimes
to,
it is what you're talking
yes,
about.
but I still would like to get with him to, I was looking at some how to do some of the backgrounds. I use Canva to do some of the backgrounds, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So
Well,
that's how I got
KSAP,
some.
what he need to do is send me my damn shirt. I've been waiting for my shirt for almost 2 damn months now.
Oh well, hit him up on a DM.
I don't have his DM. I only got an email for him. I don't
Yeah,
have
well, that's
no
what I'm
DM.
saying. Go on his go on his Instagram page.
I don't have an Instagram. That's the thing. I only have a
Oh,
YouTube. I don't have
oh,
an Instagram. I don't have a Facebook. I don't have
oh. Okay, I
what you call
understand.
a WhatsApp or
No, I don't know what.
Snapchat.
Yeah,
I don't like social
no, I don't.
media,
I
Misty.
don't like. I don't like
You,
WhatsApp or Snapchat. I'm just talking about like I do like the Instagram, Facebook. I haven't been on Facebook a long
yeah,
time. I still gotta. I do TikTok. I'm starting doing a little bit more stuff on my TikTok,
yeah. I don't
and
got no
I just
TikTok.
started
I don't got
TikTok
none of
like a
that.
month or two
Just
ago.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah, I only do YouTube. But
I
that's all
hear
right. The
you.
next time I go on ADP live, next time she go live, I'll tell her to, because I know she could hit him directly. Be like, yo, what happened to BD's shirt? He been waiting 2 months.
Or
Like,
listen, this is what you do. This is what you do. You go next time he have a live, go on his StreamYard. I mean, if he invite you up, because they like you, they invite you up a lot.
right.
On a back channel, like you see how I did the comments on the back comments.
Yeah,
Hit him
yeah,
like that. Don't say that in public. But yeah, hit him.
yeah.
Yeah, hit him.
Him on the
Yeah,
private chat. Be like, hey, man, what
yeah,
happened to my damn shirt?
yeah. Not like that, but yeah.
Nah, you know what I mean. You know, I'm a New Yorker, man.
Right.
I don't mean no
But
harm with my
right,
aggression. I'm just
I
aggressive.
know. Yeah, but he has you up a lot, so yeah, hit him up.
Yeah, you know, I like to cause stuff on his channel. I do it on purpose. I like to stir the pot. No, I do it on purpose because because you got to have a devil's advocate. Everybody can't agree on everything. You
Oh
understand what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
everybody don't
Like,
agree. I mean, I know it seems like we do, but everybody don't agree. Cause like, okay, you say you want to do a show. Who is your favorite football team?
I'm a Giant fan, and I know you a
So,
Lions fan.
we should call some games. I'm gonna try to see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see because a lot of
Yeah,
these
we could
apps,
definitely do that.
I don't
Call a
want to do.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, we could definitely do that. Me and you, hell yeah. A Lions game or a Giant game or just any game.
right. That's called any game,
I,
right? That's
I,
old.
I,
That's huh.
well, I don't want to call just any game. I would like to call a game that be interesting. And
Oh
any
no,
Lions
yeah,
game is
no.
going to be interesting because the Lions are good right now. They're a good team. So a Lions
You're
game
right.
would be good.
Yeah, Lions game, especially if that's on national TV. That's called
Right.
anything.
Right. We could do a play by play.
Yeah,
I would
sounds.
dig that because I'm a big football person.
Me
So like
too.
that'd be right up my alley. Yeah, that'd be right up my alley. I would not mind calling the football game at all. Like I seen Keisha and what's her name? What's her name? So Pretty Tony. I think
So
they were
pretty Tony.
calling. Yeah, they were calling the Saints game, the Saints Jaguar preseason game. I
Yeah,
think it was
they
last
Saints
week with
fans.
Travis
Look, I always
Hunter.
tease them. I always tease them because I say, you know what? Shador Sanders was supposed to be on that team
He
because,
was.
but
He was
they
supposed
passed
to
him
be
up
on that
twice.
team.
They passed him up
Listen,
twice.
they passed him up for a bum named Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is a
No, no,
bum.
no,
He
no.
was a bum on South
Spencer Rattler.
Carolina.
He been on the
He
team.
was
He
a
been on the
bum on
team.
OKC. He's a
Right.
bum.
No, but you mean Oklahoma? But no,
Yeah,
he already been on the
Oklahoma. Yeah,
team.
he's a
He
bum.
already been on the team, but they should have put pressure on him by drafting Shador.
Yeah, I
He
don't
been in the
like
league.
Spencer Rattler though. I thought he was a bum in college, and I think he's gonna be a bum in the NFL. I
He's the
feel the same way about Anthony Richardson. You know, the Colts quarterback that they
I don't know.
drafted
I don't think he'll
first
be a
round.
bum. But you gotta understand though. Guess what though? He's raw. He got talent. He only 22, so they
Yeah, I know.
drafted him at 20. So he got time. It's not usually the quarterbacks come in about 22, 23, 24.
Right.
because Jaden
Yeah,
Daniels
Anthony
came
Richardson
in.
came in at 20, right.
Yeah, so
So he
he'll
was
be okay.
young.
You know what it is? It's all about having the right team, the right coordinator. If you get with the
Yeah,
right coordinator, if you have a bum coordinator and you have a young raw talent, it's gonna affect how he
yeah, it's not
develop.
gonna be good.
If he get
Well, here's
like
the thing
a
about your boy
uh,
Shador, though. I still
uh,
predict week 4 he's a starter. I don't think they're gonna go with Joe Flacco all year. I just don't see them doing that.
I
Not
don't
all
think
year long.
I don't think I could be wrong, but he has a possibility to get traded because
Who,
the way they talk
Shador
about
or
Shador,
Flacco?
he's a fifth round pick. It's not like he's they picked him in the fifth round. And what Eric Dickerson said uh that they had to call some owners to draft him because nobody would. You see how they was acting when they draft him,
Yeah, they act like they ain't want to draft him. But they end up
right?
getting both Sanders boys in the draft. But still, Shador was supposed to be a lottery pick. Like what they did to
Yeah.
Shador was fucked up. And
Look,
Shador gonna make them pay. I'm telling you, you gave that man a chip he gonna have for the rest of his life. And you're gonna make him a better player by trying to shit on him.
right?
You watch.
Because even the
You watch.
Giants has.
I tell you, week 4, Shador Sanders is gonna be starting. That's my prediction. Week 4.
If they keep him, that's what I say. I don't know if they're gonna keep him.
Oh, they gonna keep him.
I
Listen,
don't
that
know.
man jersey sales is through the roof right now. He hasn't
I know
played
that.
not
I
one
know that.
single
But they keep.
NFL snap.
I know that but that's not necessarily how they go. Why they gonna keep him? But what I'm saying is the Giants.
I see a cat. Is it sleeping?
No, it's not sleeping. It's just looking.
It looks like it's sleeping or it's dead.
No, it's not dead. It's just sleeping or rolling around. It ain't doing nothing.
But why? It looks like it's dead.
It's not dead though.
Is it just pretending?
Yes, he's just laying down in front of the car.
It's playing dead.
Yeah, he's playing dead because he's tired. I guess he ran around too much, so he had to just chill out for a second. Is that okay, Mama? Can the cat chill for a minute?
No, it's moving.
Girl, go.
Aw.
I'm sorry, Miss D.
That's okay. That's so cute. You thought the cats are like they be like, is they dead?
Right.
Yeah,
That's
cats
my
be they
12
just
year old.
they be chilling. Oh,
Yeah, they're just chilling.
like
She's
cats
like,
be
why
they
the
be
cat
cracking me up.
sitting there?
Yeah, they be doing that. But
Yeah, my
no,
daughter, she's an
the
animal
Giants
lover.
should have
She
got
loves
him.
animals.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, the Giant. There's a lot of teams that should have got Shador
Jackson
that
Dart
didn't.
is okay, but
He is
look, they kept
okay. He
saying,
looked good in the preseason. I give him that. He looked
but they
good.
kept saying that the Giants was gonna get him, and then they said the Saints was so I'm like, oh, okay, the Saints. The first time I said, okay, fine. The first time the Saints could have got us, okay, fine. Then the second time, like, why y'all passing up? So oh, here they go.
Yeah,
They passed up on us twice.
it was politics involved, Miss D, for sure. It was a lot of politics with that Shador stuff, and that's why I want to see Shador do well. That's exactly why I need Shador to do well, because he got a lot of haters that hating on him for no reason, for nothing he did, just hating on him because they don't like his daddy, basically. And
Yeah,
you don't
but
really
you know
have
what,
nothing on his
Dion,
dad.
I like this, but sometimes in a way, I'm not trying to blame Dion necessarily, but Dion should have stayed out of it. Dion was like a threat, like, oh, I'm gonna take my son, but he's a grown man.
Well, not for nothing, they let Archie Manning protect his sons.
I know,
So if
I know.
Archie Manning could protect his sons, Deion Sanders has the right to protect his sons. So I don't even
I
want to hear
understand.
that
I thought that was
argument.
wrong too. You're right, but
That's a BS
you're right.
argument.
But I'm saying you're
Not
right
from you, Miss
because
D. I'm just saying in
I
general,
know,
when I hear
I
people
know.
say that, I don't want to hear that.
That's
When
true.
Archie Manning did the matter of fact, Archie Manning pretty much he bullied the NFL
Yep,
to get Eli on the Giants. He said, my
exactly.
son not playing on San Diego, period. I
Yep,
don't
I
care if
remember
you
that.
draft him.
Right.
So, Leah, I don't want to hear all that about Dion trying to take. Nah, he's doing what he's supposed to do for his kids. You
But
let Archie
also,
Manning
but I
do
would
it,
say
it
this.
wasn't no
I will
problem.
play. Look,
So
you
don't
said
have a
I'm
problem
gonna play
now.
devil's advocate as well. Archie Manning, yes, he's a white man and blah 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 blah. I understand that, but Archie Manning, a lot of media and a lot of owners don't dislike him. Now we
Right.
notice maybe a lot of media that we didn't know, and then a lot of owners or GMs don't like Dion. So now that came out with his son as far as the draft that I don't like. I don't really like Dion,
Right.
and he probably had a bad reputation. So we don't, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that the
Well,
race didn't play a factor, but I also think that
oh
Dion's
no,
person.
listen, Dion character definitely played a factor. We're not saying that Dion wasn't an asshole, right?
Right,
I'm not saying that he wasn't. He probably was, but when you're a
right.
great player, you can be an asshole when you're the GOAT at your position. It's not
Oh,
like he was
definitely.
just some average run-of-the-mill, like Archie Manning was just an average, a little above average quarterback when he
Right.
was playing. He wasn't no great Hall of Fame player. Deion
But
Sanders is the GOAT at his position. It's a clear
Archie
difference,
is
like a
a
mile.
snoozer. See,
Right,
Archie was a kiss ass. Dion wasn't,
right.
and so
Deion
that
wasn't.
right.
But the difference is Dion didn't have to be because he was the GOAT at his position. There was no better cornerback than Deion Sanders ever in the NFL. Not just his era, just ever, period. He's the greatest ever at his position. So, like, it's really like apples and oranges. But my thing is, he had the right to protect his sons, just like Archie Manning had the right to protect his sons. If it's okay for him, then it's okay for Prime, period. That's my argument. That's always going to be my argument. Like, you can't have one and be mad at the other when they both doing the exact same thing. Like, fuck
Right.
out of here with that. That's
You're right.
that's just a bunch of bullshit and race baiting, if you ask me. You
Right.
just
It
it's
is.
a race baiting argument.
But
It's not
NFL
a football argument.
the NFL has always been like that. Like
It
it
has.
seemed like Jerry Jones really showed his racism. He already
Well,
knew
here's
that,
the
but
thing. Speaking of Jerry Jones need to sit the fuck down at this point. Like, you older than Trump and Biden, and you still trying to make football decisions. You 80-something years. Sit your ass down.
well, guess what?
Sit your ass
Now we
down.
know he's the most powerful owner in the league.
Yeah, I know. He
And
has the most money. His team is worth the most money. And I get
and just
all that.
power.
You understand what I'm saying?
See what
But
you say. Look, he should never made football decisions. He should have
mm-mm.
never made because once you know what? It's the curse of
Jerry Johnson.
Jimmy
Jimmy
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah. Because after he did that, they never won. They went through a lot of
Right.
coaches, a lot of quarterbacks, and they could have had more championships. I think they could have had a dynasty up to like at least 2022. I mean, 2022. I mean, 2022, 2002. But no, he
Well,
messed that up.
that's been Dallas' problem for the past generation. They haven't had a quarterback. Like, Tony
Quarterback, good
Romo
coaches,
wasn't that.
and coaches,
Drew Bledsoe wasn't that. Dak Prescott isn't that. Like,
and the coaches.
they
The
haven't
coaches
had a real
better.
quarterback in years.
Right. And
And they keep switching coaches every 2 to 3 years. Sometimes they switching coaches
well,
every year.
well, I can't say that because Jason Garrett has been the longest coach. He stayed a little while that he's supposed to. Jason Garrett. But what I'm trying to say,
What he had like 8 years with Dallas, 8 or 9 seasons before they let him
I want to
go.
say 6 years. Yeah, it's a long time for a coach, but that's because Jerry could control him, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
there will be no New England Patriots if Jerry Jones would stay out of the picture. We wouldn't have had those dynasties for New England. I don't think so.
Right. But my thing
But
is, Robert Kraft was smart though. He kept Belichick and he kept Brady. He played fast and loose with everybody else, but he made sure he kept Belichick and he made sure he kept Brady.
The problem, his better thing was to stay out of it. He let
That
Belichick.
too.
He
Yeah.
let Belichick
Make
do
all
the
the
roster.
football decisions. Right.
Right. Mostly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jerry Jones, it's time for him to sit his ass down now. Like, you don't need to be
Well, he
making
not,
football
unfortunately.
decisions.
And then now
Yeah, I know he not. Listen, I'm cool with the Cowboys sucking. I'm a Giant fan. I want the Cowboys to suck.
and then Jerry is a weirdo. Talk about the guys. He made Jamie Foxx feel uncomfortable when he's talking about the size of the guy's private area. I'm like, what?
Right.
It sounds like some slavery stuff. It's like
It did. But you're dealing with an old pasty white man who grew up in that.
Well, all of them like
You
that. I
forget,
hate to say it, all of them is like that.
yeah,
You're
but
dealing with
Jerry
older,
Jones in particular though, because he
right?
grew
Because
up
a
in
lot of
that.
these guys are over the age of way 60 and up, and
Yeah,
so
70 and up.
right, so they have some old mentality, old
Right.
school,
Yeah, they these people grew up in the 50s and the 60s, and the times are far different than what they are now.
exactly.
They don't understand. Listen, the NFL is 85% African American or Black American or whatever
Black
you want to call
American,
it.
right?
Like
Black American. I don't use
you,
African, Black American.
there's no way to get around that at this point. The little good old boys league that you grew up with in the 1950s and early 60s, that don't exist anymore. So you need to just like get out of it and just let the people who make the football decisions make football decisions
Well, it's
at this
been like
point.
that. It's been mostly black since I want to say the 70s. So they had
Yeah,
plenty of
pretty
time.
much since the 80s.
Yeah.
Since the 80s, pretty
And
much,
the
it's been
80s, the
almost
people that's
majority
born in the 80s
Black.
and their 30s, right?
Yeah, it's been majority Black for almost 50 years now. So, like, what are we doing now? But my thing is the ownership hasn't matched the players in the league. Like, you see the players is 85% Black, but the ownership is 100% white.
Shoot, you're right.
It's the same thing with the W. The
That's
same
why I
fucking
need,
thing.
yeah, but I need um like people like Magic Johnson and somebody to have a group to come together, and I want him to be. Sometimes you have like a black owner, he only own like 5% or
Right.
less than,
A
yeah. That's
minority
like
stake. He
minority
have a
owner.
stake in the team, but he don't
Exactly.
outright own the team.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Or
we
the
need.
majority owner of the team,
So
right?
Magic need to get
Like,
with another black billionaire. Let's say Bob
listen, it don't
Johnson.
have to be Magic. Look, it could be Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. Why don't y'all combine
Oh,
y'all
that's true.
billion
Right.
and,
Combine your
and
building.
buy a
Right.
damn team?
Exactly.
Both of y'all are billionaires. Y'all could
Especially
easily make a group and buy a W team. Why don't y'all go buy
W
the
team.
Chicago
No, I want
Sky?
to see the NFL team first. I want to see the NFL team first. And
Yeah, I would like to see an NFL team
some
first
some of
too.
the teams that they could do is the teams that don't make a lot of money, like a smaller market. Let them buy a
Right,
smaller market team, like
right. A
a
Jacksonville
Jacksonville
Jaguars,
or a Tampa
or
Bay
a Tampa
or
Bay, yeah, a
you
Seattle
know,
Seahawks.
yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, one of the small market teams. Yeah, that would be good I think that would be good for our people just in general, just to see a majority Black owner in the NFL. Because I've never seen
Because they
one in
still
my
having a
adult
hard
life.
time. They still having a hard time with the coaches. They still
Right,
having a hard time hiring black coaches. They still doing that Rooney Rule. It's so silly.
right. Yeah, well the Rooney Rule says that you have to have a minority on your coaching staff. That's all the Rooney Rule said. It
Like
don't have to be a head coach, but you have to
right,
have a minority coach on
right.
your
Yeah,
staff.
that's how they skirt. Yeah, right. That's how they skirt around it. Like Eric
Yeah, that's
Bieniemy,
how they skirt around the head
he should have
coaching
had a
thing with
coaching
the Rooney
job.
Rule.
They keep
Yeah,
bringing
that's
up
how they
stuff that
skirt
happened to
around it.
him in the '90s, and they keep saying, "Oh, he can't do it because it happened in 1990." Like, really,
Yeah,
really?
that's how they skirt around the root. But we won't get the real change we need until we get a majority Black owner. And
Exactly.
you
At
just
least
need
one.
one.
Yeah.
You just need
That's why
one.
that's
Just
why they won't do it.
one.
And Roger Goodell don't have no power because
No,
he's hired by the
he don't
owners.
have no power.
He
Yeah,
hired by the owners.
he works for the owners essentially.
Right.
And you know
That's
the
weird.
NFL, you have to be voted in to own it. You could have the money to buy the team, but the owners still have to vote to approve the
Yep, and
sale.
they been that let me know they racist. Cause no way that
And
you
this is
not have a black owner. I'm sure black people came and say I want to own this, but y'all go ahead.
And this is why I think the government needs to step in and take the NFL antitrust stuff away, because you're not going to have a majority Black owner with that system where you have 28 white men voting whether you could buy that team or not. You
But
already playing against a stacked
but
deck.
that let you know
Like,
that
I think it
the
needs
government is
government
racist.
intervention.
The
Yeah,
government
I'm
is
just saying,
racist
I think
because
you're going to need a
that should
democratic
have been
government
no,
for
not even
that.
Democratic. They had Democratic government. No, we need an overhaul of the political system. Period. Not Democrat and they both racist. They both have some racist things. It has nothing to do with Democrat or Republican. They both racist. It's just that's why we not. You know what I mean?
Okay, I
That's
could go for that.
Yeah,
But
man.
I do know what I do know, Ms. D, is that we need a majority black owner in the NFL.
Oh, definitely. Oh,
We
definitely.
just need one.
Now I
Because
will
once
say
you
this,
get
BD.
one, the floodgates are open.
That's why they don't want to do it. You see, that's why they don't want to, because they don't want the floodgates to open.
Yeah, I know they're trying to keep their shit insular, but they're only going to be able to do it, but for so much longer. It's gonna,
We'll see. I hope
it's
so.
coming, Miss D.
I hope
The
so.
league is
Change is coming.
majority black. You
It's
have
been
a
like that for
majority
years, though.
black league.
It's been like that for years.
Yeah, it's coming. I know it's coming. I feel it
Yeah.
in my system that eventually in my adult life that is going to come to pass where you're going to have a majority black NFL owner. It's just it has to be. It has to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
There's too many black billionaires out here that could put their money. You get a Magic Johnson, a Tyler Perry, a Oprah Winfrey, a LeBron James, a Patrick Mahomes. All these people were Alex Rodriguez, even though he not black, but he got $1 billion. You understand what I'm saying? Just
Right.
a Jay-Z or Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? There's too many black billionaires out here that they can't come together and get an NFL team going. Or
Now
even
you
if
need
they
like
can't get an NFL team that exists, they could get an expansion team.
right.
Just make a
But I
team,
will say
build a
this.
team.
I will say this about the politics. Whoever give you the things that you need, whether it be Democrat or Republican, but I wouldn't just vote for a Democrat or Republican. It just if you're a Democrat or Republican, but if you give me what I need, I will vote for you. That's how I'm gonna do. That's
Right,
how I think right now. I used to be like Democrat, 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 but now I'm saying, okay, whoever, I don't care what package or what party you're from, if you're doing something for the community, I will vote for you for that.
right. It's
That's
about
my
what
right
you
on an
doing, not
individual
about the
basis.
party you affiliated
Right,
with.
right, it's individual basis, right. But yeah, you're right. But I will say, I think the only true billionaires, I don't think Beyonce is a billionaire, and I don't think Jay-Z is a billionaire. I don't think so. But I think Tyler is close to a billionaire. I know that
Right.
Oprah might be a billionaire, but the only true one I know is Bob Johnson, and he owned the. I don't
Yeah,
know if
he
he
owned
owned
BET. He used
no
to
B
own
not
BET. I know
not
that.
BET, but no, it's for he owned. Did he own a lot of the Bobcats?
Yeah, he owned the Charlotte Bobcats before he sold it
Did,
to Jordan. Yeah.
okay, or did he really
Yeah, it
own?
was
I
him
mean, did
that
he own
sold it to
enough?
Jordan.
Yeah. So that's
But
all I'm
yeah,
trying to
Jordan
say. Yeah.
got built $1 billion. I know he don't want to be an owner again, but I wouldn't mind seeing a black majority NFL team owned by a black person.
Yeah, because
That's
like
all we missing.
The NFL and the NBA are mostly black. Like,
Yeah,
what are
but
we
you don't
doing?
have no black ownership, which is insane. When your league is 85% black, both leagues are 85% black. It don't make sense not to have a majority black owner. I mean, Michael Jordan was the owner of the Hornets for a while, but he sold them. I guess he ain't like being an owner, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. You can't control it all, but I would like to see one in the NFL. The NFL badly needs that, like badly. A majority black owner. The NFL really needs that. And I hope I do get to see that in my adult lifetime one day. Well, Miss D, I got to get out of here. My
Okay, thank
daughter
you for
up
inviting me
now.
up. Yeah, I had to leave myself.
And thank you
Oh,
for
no
coming.
problem.
Thank all of y'all for coming, being in the chat or whatever. I appreciate it. This your boy Big Dog Sports, aka BD, and I'm gonna holler at you next Sunday,
All right.
11 o'clock.
Bye bye.
All right, y'all. Later.